yo, ho, Bills, mafia. We lost. Our Buffalo Bills lost. We were the favorites to win the Super Bowl. Our bum quarterback was supposed to be the MVP. Oh my God. I told y'all was some bums. I told y'all bums y'all. Oh man, you know what? Let me shut up. Let's start the show. I got too much to say. Let's start the show, baby. Oh, I can't wait. Ooh.
Oh man. What's up, TD?
What's
Tyson?
up, baby?
What's up?
What up, Payne?
Dan, you all right?
Is Payne over yet?
Listen, man, you know what? I've been better. I've definitely been better. I was talking to like a couple of buddies about this. Like the year before when we lost to Kansas City, like I was just a wreck for like a week. And now, like, I mean, I was over it literally an hour after that game. I'm still pissed. I'm still really pissed. But, I mean, I've been like, rooting for the Buffalo Bills my whole damn life. So, I mean, I guess you could say that I'm used to it by now. But rather than just having mediocre regular seasons, now it's just collapses in the playoffs. So, I hate to say it, man. 3 years running. And no last laugh for this guy. So my title for my name's right over there for this evening. That's for sure.
It's nice to meet you, Payne. Damn, Dan, you're really down in the gutters. It hurts to see you like this as my friend.
Yeah.
But as
No,
you as a Bills fan, though,
You're happy.
Meh. I mean, listen, speaking from a Jets fan, I'd love to make it to the divisional round and lose. That's better than what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But I don't know. What are the master at work? He's the master at making these thumbnails. If you guys didn't know, all the thumbnails that we have on all of our streams. What are the common theme that master at work put on the thumbnail? Anyone know? Notice in the chat?
Eliminated. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't give them the answer.
We'll get into all this, guys. Welcome back to the AFC East Roundtable. This is the first show when all four of us are eliminated. All done. The Super Bowl favorited Buffalo Bills are back on the couch. Tyson and I were keeping it warm and toasty. TD joined us last week, and now Dan is back. And now the AFC East is going to look a whole different next year. I'll tell you that much. And this is an exciting time for this division. And this is going to be a really interesting show. And I'm really excited to get your guys' thoughts in the chat, and especially hearing from TD and Tyson on the game, and more importantly, how Dan's coping with the pain, man. Because I feel it for you, man. Feel it for you.
I don't.
Man, there's a lot of things I got to say or want to say. Do I hold it back? Do I keep going? I don't know.
No, Richie, this is it.
Hold it back, baby.
No, Richie, this is a popular show, man. Let it loose, bro. Let it loose.
Hold it back, Richie. We got to get the stock up, stock down, baby. Let's go ahead and recognize our sponsor, Mojo Sports, and stock up, stock down. I think the only one that's really important right now is the Buffalo Bills. Can you show us whose stock is up and whose stock is down, Richie?
Yeah, so let me take this over, TD. So here's Mojo. We're just going to highlight the Buffalo Bills for Mojo today, since obviously the New York Jets, the Miami Dolphins, and the New England Patriots, they did not play over the weekend. You may be noticing Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs pretty high, right? Wow, in the green. Well, this was before the game. This was before the matchup against the Cincinnati Bengals. So my apologies to anybody who has Mojo and was investing in these two players, because
Go back.
Josh Allen is down $11. Whoa.
I told y'all that bum was a bum. Y'all don't listen to me.
Plummeting down from 101 to that is probably the biggest drop I've seen in this entire Mojo experience that we've
See
had.
that.
That is a gigantic plummet from $101.16 to $90.99.
Wow.
On top of Diggs down 7.49%. TD, what are your thoughts about that?
Man, Josh Allen crashing worse than the housing market, y'all. He crashing worse than the housing market right now. But I ain't surprised. I'm shocked he was that high to begin with. I kind of told y'all so many times that bum was a bum. And on top of that, listen, he is now pegged the playoff choker. He is now pegged the playoff choker. It is what it is. That's what he is.
He's the Bernie Madoff.
Oh my gosh. Just ran away with all them people. But stop lying to them people, Josh Allen. Stop lying to these people, Josh Allen. It's that simple. And Dan Mitchell, you endorse it. I'm getting on you later. Don't worry. You sit there on that couch right where you belong, but it's okay. I got you.
That's why I sat here.
So, Dan, your thoughts of your boys, and we're going to get into the game, obviously, but your boys plummeting on the Mojo market.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's certainly well-deserved. Certainly well-deserved. I mean, when you put up 10 points against a team, it doesn't matter how your defense does. It doesn't matter game plan. Doesn't matter about anything like that. I mean, it's well-deserved, right? I mean, we're definitely going to get into it but I do want to leave everybody with a teaser. If Josh Allen wasn't on this team, the Buffalo Bills would have won 6 games. The Buffalo Bills won 14 games this season because of Josh Allen and was really just a victim of terrible, terrible coaching from legitimately hiring an offensive coordinator based off of what Josh Allen wanted without knowing that a new offensive coordinator hasn't won a Super Bowl in 30 years. A first-time offensive coordinator hasn't won whatsoever. This guy legitimately plays Madden like a 6-year-old. Like, he just does, pick a random play and throw it up. And so the Buffalo Bills won 14 games because of Josh Allen. And say that he wasn't on the team, would be a 6-win team, would be in the basement. It's just how it is. I'm not going to be that guy that goes off a recency bias. It's one bad game. And let's just say that as long as we make the right move and we get Dorsey the hell out of Buffalo, then we'll be good to go, baby. That's where I'm at.
So thank you for our proud sponsor of Mojo for sponsoring today's live stream. If you guys want to download Mojo, you click the link down below in the description, or you can simply scan the QR code on the screen today. Invest in your favorite players, but I'm sorry. Hey, by the way, if you invested in the downfall of Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs, you'd be up a lot of money. I don't know if anybody did that, but congratulations to those who have Mojo and they were able to invest on the downfall of those 2 players. So that bum Josh Allen gives us a $5 donation. Says, next year, I'm continuing the tradition. Who needs a Super Bowl? Woo, the Bills haters are coming. The Bills haters are coming. That bum Josh Allen, we appreciate the $5 donation.
Hey, Tyson like that one.
You keep on sending them in. I need to pay for my therapist this week.
Oh yeah, y'all donate to Danny because he gonna need it after I'm done with him.
For Dan's mental health.
Bills
man.
choked again
Keep
and
on
always
donating.
will with the $2 donation. Says, best weekend of my life. Thanks, Bills Mafia.
Oh,
these are very creative names you guys are coming out with. Bills choked again and always will. We appreciate the $2 donation, my friend.
I cannot sit here and believe. See, I thought the Tuaneers were bad. And I was joking last week about the Joshineers and Alleneers. But Dan, what you just said to these people was just full-blown Alleneer. I cannot believe you, bro.
It's fact.
I cannot believe you. Josh Allen didn't do nothing wrong in that game.
Of course he did.
Yeah, of course he lost it. Of course he was the reason you lost.
That's not my take. My take
trying
is
to put it on the defense.
Listen. If Josh Allen didn't have the ability to extend plays and improvise with that offensive line he's had all year, we would have won 6 games. If there was any other quarterback behind that offensive line and with that absolute bum of an offensive coordinator, the Bills would have won 6 games. We won 14 games because of Josh Allen's ability to improvise. It's coaching. It's all it is. It's how it is.
So if
Like,
you had
look at
Brian
the San
Dable,
Francisco
you'll be in the
49ers.
championship. Still?
I mean, he definitely wouldn't be running like home run damn plays on like 3rd and 2. I mean, he definitely wouldn't be calling for a 50-yard bomb down the road at 3rd and 2.
Y'all weren't
So-
complaining. Y'all weren't complaining. You weren't complaining about it versus Miami on 3rd and 2, 50-yarder.
And so the offensive line was so terrible that those bombs needed to happen so that we could try and attempt to get the pressure off of his ass, because he's been running for his life this entire season.
Isn't that
So,
on
yeah.
your GM though? Isn't that on Brandon? What's his name? Brandon Bean or whatever his name is.
Yeah, most definitely. Within the next couple of weeks, I fully anticipate Frazier and Dorsey to be on their ass. The next couple of weeks.
That's interesting.
Did you get a refund, Dan?
I did. Yeah. I did buy
Hey.
tickets to Atlanta. I did buy tickets to Atlanta.
I
I'm in
hope they
Atlanta.
make you. I hope they make you wait 7 to 14 days.
You are
for
in
it to hit your
Atlanta, Dan.
account.
I know it.
And so the Airbnb was not refundable, baby. I'm here. No.
Wow.
But no, I'm just kidding. But yeah.
Jorge says, Phillip Rivers of the East. What happens if a difference maker at QB heads to New England?
It's gonna be
Dude.
trouble.
Dude.
The Jets too. New England
Yeah.
and the Jets.
We're coming for a quarterback. Miami is sitting packed with Tua. Bills running it back with Josh Allen, but there might be 2 new QBs in the AFC East. We'll see who that will turn into.
Or
Now,
3.
listen, I am just as upset as
3.
any Bills fan I am just as upset as any Bills fan on the face of the planet. But for all you in the comment section that aren't Bills fans, trust me, I'm coming for y'all sitting at the kids' table. Okay,
Hey,
let the
Dan,
adults worry
wait,
about
though.
the
Hold
adult
that
problem.
back. Seabass says, not a Bills fan, but Allen will win a Super Bowl.
My guy, thank you, bro. In fact,
Josh
I'm
Allen-
doing this.
Josh Allen
I'm
does
doing
play
this stream
Madden.
on my- in
He
fact,
does
I'm
play
doing this,
Madden.
like-
You're right.
And so I'm doing this stream on my phone right now. I tried looking at the chat and I can't see anything, and it might be for the better. So if you guys really want to hurt my feelings, you're gonna have to send in some supers. Because I'm not seeing everything. I'm not seeing shit. I need that.
V-Man, last time the Bills were in the Super Bowl, Nirvana was beginning a tour of Europe.
Wow.
V-Man
Oh,
always comes out with the
V-Man.
connecting of the history. I'm sorry, Dan.
Man.
Listen, y'all. Okay, let's do this. Let's just get into game previews. Give each other's take on that game.
I mean, a game recap.
Yeah, game recap. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Let's just go to the previews, bro.
Yeah.
Go to the previews. You gotta talk about that.
Anybody want to go first?
Yeah.
Tyson, we haven't really heard from Tyson yet.
Tyson, you want to get yours?
I'm driving right now, but let me just go ahead and get this out the way. I've been listening to y'all three just talk about this. This is called a spade. The Buffalo Bills are choke artists. Their Super Bowl window is officially closed. Let's call
Yes,
it
it
like
is. Yes, it is.
Josh Allen's contract kicks in, and I heard Dan talking about the offensive line and coaching. It's hilarious. I didn't hear these excuses last week, even when they only beat Skylar Thompson by 3. Not one single Bills fan in the comment section or videos I ever watched were about coaching staff or offensive line. It was we have Josh Allen, and that was it. He was supposed to be the difference maker. When you have an elite quarterback like the Bills claim to have, that shouldn't matter. Joe Burrow had no offensive line last year. He was missing 3 offensive linemen against the Bills and still made it work. At the end of the day, it's all about what you're the fall of the Buffalo Bills falls right at the hand of their GM Bean. The Bills have not drafted a single Pro Bowler in the past 4 years. He did draft Josh Allen, but they have not drafted a Pro Bowler. They have not fixed that offensive line. They ended up getting their little toys in Von Miller, who couldn't stay healthy, who they knew they had injury problems before the season, before they signed him. The secondary trade Tre'Davious White, he had injury problems too. He couldn't stay on the field. Micah Hyde, that team is aging. They're getting older. They knew that what their Super Bowl window was, and it officially closed. The reason why and like I said, this is another team that had everything going for them heading into this game. They had DeMar Hamlin, whether he was a clone or not, doesn't matter. They had the motivation of DeMar Hamlin in that stadium. A team that plays in the cold weather should be used to the snow, so there's no excuse for the weather in that game. Like I said, they had the advantage of playing in Buffalo because had Cincinnati ended up winning, if it wasn't for that tragedy, they would have had to go to see Cincinnati in anyway. So Cincinnati came in there, you know what I'm saying, with Joe Burrow, who, like I said, was missing 3 offensive linemen, who also came off of a narrow win against Baltimore. So it wasn't like they were world beaters. At the end of the day, this pretty much came down to the Bills defense was absolutely horrendous. But like I said, Josh Allen had the possessions to try to keep pace, because at the end of the day, when the Buffalo Bills, when they're you got Josh Allen, you got Stephon Diggs, you got Gabe Davis, that's a high-powered offense. You only score 10 points in a playoff game, you don't deserve to win. So I really thought this was going to be the Bills' year to at least get to the Super Bowl. I never thought they were going to win it, but I did think they were at least going to get there. If you look at the Bills' championship window, they failed. They got absolutely blown out by Kansas City in their first year in the window. Last year, they choked in 13 seconds in the coin toss, and the NFL changed the rule to
Help 'em.
to give Buffalo an advantage, and they still couldn't take advantage of a rule change. They couldn't even get to overtime. They couldn't even get to the fourth quarter in their third year of the window, and they got absolutely blown out by a quarterback who has no excuse, Joe Cool, who has now won as many playoff games as Josh Allen has in his entire career. On the road, by the way. Like I said, I didn't hear any excuses from Bengals fans or for Joe Burrow when they lost the Super Bowl despite their horrendous offensive line. Do I think the Bills can fix it in the offseason? I don't think so, because like I said, the salary cap is going to really hamstring them. But like I said, at the end of the day, Bills fans, this is the last thing I want to say about the Buffalo Bills this season. Welcome to this is what happens when you have expectations of Super Bowl every single season and you fail. It hurts that much more, which is why I said I would rather not even make the playoffs and have those type of expectations and choke. Because as a Patriots fan for 2 decades, we had the weight of those expectations, and even though we didn't win every single year, we do have 6 Super Bowls to show for it. Whereas the Buffalo Bills, for some reason, no matter what the year, no matter who the quarterback is, Bills fans keep telling me that, I'd rather have this type of pain than the pain of not ever making the playoffs for 15 years, which they have. Do you really after this week? Is that the same answer? Because I'm gonna tell you this right now, it's gonna be the same thing. You're not better than Kansas City, and you're not better than Cincinnati. You'll win your little 11, 12 games. You'll most likely win the AFC East, depending on what other teams do in this division in the offseason. But at the end of the day, your AFC East banners, your Mickey Mouse banners that you like to hang up, mean absolutely nothing when you don't have a Super Bowl ring to it. You want to talk about the basement, you'll forever be in the basement of the AFC East when it comes to hardware. And that's really much all that matters in football. Vince Lombardi said it best. The only thing that matters is winning. That's it. And you can't win. And that's all I got to say.
Amen.
Hey, man, at least I got the banner that you got in your profile picture, Tyson.
I am proud.
Yeah, and I keep saying, and let me respond to the comment section. We still the best in the AFC East. No one cares. No one cares. The Bucks won the. Do you think Bucks fans are bragging about their Mickey Mouse NFC South banner? No, they're not. Division titles only matter when you win Super Bowls right next to them.
Or at least the conference.
Who cares? Do you think the Colts are bragging about that one AFC East title they won? By the way, the Colts have an AFC East title.
Yeah.
Do you think they care? Nobody cares about winning about winning the division. If the Eagles go out next Sunday and absolutely get mauled by San Francisco, do you think any Eagles fan is going to care about winning the NFC East this year? Why do Bills fans keep saying this? It doesn't matter. The AFC East is one of the worst divisions in the history of football. We have a team in this division that hasn't won a playoff game in 22 years. The next team in this division hasn't made the playoffs in 12 years. And the other team in the division above me has never won a Super Bowl. The AFC East is trash. The only team in this division that has ever put has put this division on the map are the New England Patriots. And the more people understand this, the more people are going to understand that the AFC East is trash. That's
Yeah,
all I got to say.
Let's keep this about Buffalo, man.
Hey, historically it is. The one thing I will say, though, I put a poll up in the chat, and this is the first time all season I have seen the Buffalo Bills fans not representing. So all this talk that we're saying right now about the Buffalo Bills, they're not even here to listen to it, TD.
Because they losers.
They're not even here.
They losers. They sore losers. That's what they are.
I will say this, though. The 13% that are here, shout out to you guys. Those are not sore losers. They are here, and they are representing. And we appreciate all the Bills fans.
We know, Dan.
Because we know there's – I'm not saying there's no Bills fans in the chat because I know there's Bills fans in the chat. But shout out to you guys that are in the chat right now because you are the brave ones that are watching this even though you lost. And I'm looking at you Patreon members that represent the Bills. I want to see you tonight.
Oh, yeah.
I want to see you guys. So,
yeah.
Let's get into my thoughts about this game if you don't mind. Wow. What a shocking result. Now, let me say this. Is it shocking that the Bengals won? No. What was shocking was how the Bengals won in dominant fashion. 3 phases of the ball, pure to the point where it wasn't even a contest. And if you're a team like the Buffalo Bills, who I have, I don't know how deep I want to go here, but I have something about this Bills team in these past couple of years. I've never seen a team so universally praised and just glorified as this organization that's done nothing but win this past couple of years. And listen, I'm a Jets fan. I can't speak because we haven't been to the playoffs in 12 years. But the reality is I'm a Jets fan that sees all these people, NFL media and the fans of everything, hyping up these Bills, the Super Bowl favorites every year. They're going all the way and they choke and they choke and they choke. And they're like, Josh Allen seems like this guy that if you criticize him, it's like, you can't criticize him. He's the face of the league. And it's kind of like to the point where seeing them getting dismantled the way that they did in a game where they're supposed to win at home as the second seed against the defending AFC champions for a chance to get redemption against the Kansas City Chiefs. To see them go out there and stink it up that way, if the Bills played well and it was a hard-fought game and Josh Allen played well and Joe Burrow just had a game-winning drive to win it in the last second, then this wouldn't be my reaction. This wouldn't be a lot of the reaction. But the fact that Josh Allen looked that bad and the Buffalo Bills as a team looked that bad in terms of the coaching staff and knowing that this is their Super Bowl or bust season, we all said that going into this year. This is the year for the Buffalo Bills to win the freaking Super Bowl. Anything short of that is a disappointment. And as a Jets fan, I love those expectations. I'd love to go into a season and say Super Bowl or bust. That's what I aspire to be. But being a Jets fan and watching the Bills, who, by the way, were down there with us as a bad organization for a long, long time before you guys got Josh Allen and he developed into the player that he is today. And then seeing the Buffalo Bills take over the division, start winning the division every year, going to the playoffs, winning all these games, beating on the Jets, beating on the teams in the division and representing the AFC East, and seeing them become this like you can't say anything bad about the Bills nationally, otherwise there's no criticism towards them. And it's like, why are they this like gem of a team? What have they done? Why are they so overhyped? Every year they can't make it to the big game. And seeing them implode like that against Joe Burrow, who, by the way, I mean, and this sucks for all 4 of us. The reality is Joe Burrow and Patrick Mahomes, they're going to run this division, this conference. And it's going to be hard to get through those 2 boys, man. It really is. Those are the 2 best quarterbacks in the NFL, in the AFC for sure. And it's going to be for a long, long time. And it sucks because we need to get through them to win a Super Bowl. And that's what we all want. I want to win a Super Bowl. We all want to win Super Bowl, right? So that's number 1. I think it is a case closed that Josh Allen is not as good as Joe Burrow and Patrick Mahomes, because Joe Burrow in his first 2 seasons in his career is in the AFC Championship. We'll see if he makes it to the Super Bowl again. Patrick Mahomes has been in the AFC Championship. What is this, 5 straight seasons or 4 straight seasons? I can't remember. But the reality is the best quarterbacks, and I'm hoping that the Jets find one this offseason, they show up when it matters the most. It doesn't matter what you do in the regular season. It doesn't matter all the accolades and all the wins you get in the regular season. If you go to the playoffs and you stink, what are we doing here? It's going to be a fun ride for the regular season. And I'm sure Bills fans are upset about that. They have every single right to be pissed off. And they also have a right to defend their guy, Josh Allen. I'm not sitting here saying, like, you guys should just say, yeah, screw Josh Allen, trade him away. Absolutely not. Josh Allen has done phenomenal things for Bills Mafia. And I'll say that, man. I mean, as a Jets fan who drafted Sam Darnold in the same draft class as Josh Allen, like, if Sam Darnold had the career that Josh Allen's having with the Bills, I mean, I think I'd be pretty happy just in terms of seeing where the Jets are at in my life, just going to the playoffs every year, winning the division every year. But the reality is, when you look at Josh Allen and you see that there is something in him that doesn't seem like it's fixable, that he has that knack of turning the ball over. He has that knack of not making the right decisions, not being clutch, maybe relying too much on, his legs. And can you make the excuse of the players around him, the offensive line, the coaching? You can, but the greatest in this league, the greatest quarterbacks to ever live, and I'm talking about modern day quarterbacks, the greatest ones that are in the game today, the greatest ones that passed through our game in recent years, are the ones that can elevate the guys around you when things go distress. What were Bills fans saying heading into the game against the Bengals? Oh, well, the Bengals offensive line's banged up. Well, yeah, the Bengals offensive line was banged up. You know why? You know why the Bengals beat you? A big reason, because their offensive line literally destroyed you guys in the run game, every asset of the game. And that is a fact. The Bengals are just a well-rounded, better football team. And this isn't about Josh Allen versus Joe Burrow. This is more about organizations. And, if you're a Buffalo Bills fan, I feel like you guys are hurting right now, and that sucks. And it's, as a fan that knows what it's like to feel pain, I haven't felt a playoff loss since 2010, and I was 12 years old when that happened, so it's been a long time. The last time the Jets won a playoff game was against the New England Patriots, actually. But listen, I think that the Bills, they have a lot of work to do in the offseason, because they have to get really creative with the cap and figuring out how to make sure that they can really salvage a situation with their coaching staff. And Stephon Diggs seems to be really pissed off at Josh Allen. And he's a competitor. I mean, when Stephon Diggs doesn't, feel like the team is living up to their expectations, he's going to get pissed off and he's going to wear his emotions on the sleeve. Some of these players in this league, they like to be very emotional, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But at the end of the day, man, these Buffalo Bills, they continue to disappoint. And the fact that they went out there and put up a dud like that and put up 10 points, your defense did not lose you the game, Bills fans. It was not your defense. Did your defense play bad? Yeah, they did. But if you have a quarterback in Josh Allen, who Bills fans say is an MVP, and Bills fans say could be the best quarterback in the league, or a top 3, top 5 quarterback, that quarterback's got to step up in certain situations and make plays, regardless of how your defense plays. And I don't know if that, football's a team sport, and I get that. And that your defense definitely did not play that well. But the fact that you put up 10 points as an offense, you can't blame the defense. If you put up 28 points and then the Bengals put up 35, you have a point. But you put up 10 freaking points. You cannot blame that on the defense. You can't. You're versing one of the best offenses, the best quarterbacks in the league in Joe Burrow. He's destined to make plays. He's going to go out there and make a lot of awesome off-schedule, in-pocket, rhythmic throws to his superstar receiver, Jamar Chase. He's going to score points. All right, Josh Allen, you got Stephon Diggs. You got a star. Can you counteract that? Can you do the same thing? And he just couldn't do it. And the fact that it was in their own stadium and that had the elements work in their favor, where the snow is supposed to be embodied by the Buffalo Bill, and they weren't able to do it that way, that was a kind of interesting gut punch as well, man. So, the Bills Mafia, good luck, because this division is only getting better. I think the Miami Dolphins are going to be a way better football team next year. I think the New England Patriots, if they get a quarterback, they're going to be a better football team. I love their offensive coordinator that they just brought in, that we'll get into. And when it comes to my New York Jets, if they get one of these quarterbacks, the Bills, and I'll finish off with this, I think the AFC East is wide open. And I did not think it was going into the season. Going into this season, I'm like, the Buffalo Bills are going to win the division. Like, well, it's going to be competitive. It's going to be a race at the end. But the Bills, they're going to win the division. The Bills are the best team in the division. But after seeing the Bills this season and how they played not only against the Bengals, but against the Dolphins, by the way, don't forget that game. how they played against the Dolphins and how they played against the Bengals, I can say with confidence that the AFC East is wide open, and I think any team could potentially win the division, and a lot of it has to do with who's at quarterback for each team. I'm not going to sit here and say the Jets are going to win the division unless we go out there and make a gigantic splash at quarterback. And, of course, with the Patriots, we don't know what they're doing, and the Dolphins what they're doing. But I genuinely think that this division is going to get a lot better around Buffalo, and it's going to be a lot of freaking fun here on the AFC East Roundtable. And I also want to finish off with this. Dan, I love you.
Thanks, Bridget.
Dan, did you have anything else to say about the game?
I'm gonna let you go first, bro, and then I'll make the closing remarks.
Thank you, brother.
He has a script.
I feel like Stephen A. Smith. I told you, just wait. Be patient. It's going to come. It's going to come. That bum is going to be a bum. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, class is in session. The Buffalo Bills have officially been eliminated from the playoffs. They have not won a Super Bowl yet again, which I told you they wouldn't. I'm the only one that said they were going to sit here and get whacked. I ain't say they were going to lose. I told y'all they were going to get waxed by the Bengals. And the Bengals were going to wax them a few weeks ago until the unfortunate situation happened. And the Bengals end up getting robbed. Let's just call it what it is. But you know what? It didn't matter anyway. Let's talk about a few elements of this game. Buffalo Bills, you were at home. You were at home in your own element. And I had to sit here and hear, oh, the Dolphins only scored 11 points. That's not going to get it done. How much did y'all score again? 10 points? And y'all got the nerve to sit here and talk about the defense? How dare you? This that same defense that let the Miami Dolphins almost get 30. This is the same defense that went toe-to-toe with the Chiefs the year before. This is what y'all do. Y'all defense ain't nothing special. You're going to give up points. You're trying to outscore other teams to win. It's just that simple. I don't care how much higher rated y'all are in defense. At the end of the day, y'all give up points against good teams. That's normal. That ain't nothing new. But all of a sudden, that's the reason. Miss me with that. Your Super Bowl window, like Tyson said, is officially closed. You had 3 years to get it done on Josh Allen's rookie deal. You had 5, but he was a bum for 2 of them. And then the last 3, he was a better bum. Let's just put it like that. Year 3, year 4, and year 5, down the drain. Y'all have nothing to show for it whatsoever other than an AFC championship appearance. Not a win, but an appearance, right? Your GM put the nail in the coffin today. They said, oh, is there anything you can take from the Bengals and what they're doing? He told them straight out, no. We lost to them because they got more talent, because they got a quarterback and a wide receiver on a rookie deal. Guess what, Dan? 14 to 15 quarterbacks in the NFL are on a rookie deal every single year. 7 to 9 of them make the playoffs every single year. Those guys make the playoffs because they have that advantage. Y'all just entered a realm where now y'all going to be fighting for the last 2 spots of the playoffs because y'all ain't finna dominate the AFC East anymore. It's a wrap for y'all. Y'all ain't going to do nothing but go downhill from here, because even though the cap hurt y'all a little bit this year, not as much, next year y'all don't even know what's in store. And your GM basically tried to warn you today because he said, I don't want to suck enough to be in that situation. Well, guess what? You're going to be playing from behind. From this point going forward, the Buffalo Bills window is officially closed. The best you can do is sneak in the playoffs and get a wild card and have a first or second round exit like you just did. All right? Josh Allen versus Stephon Diggs. I done already seen the All-22. I done already watched the film. Josh Allen missed Stephon Diggs 6 times wide open. 6 times. I came ready for this. I watched the film and all. 2 of them, he didn't miss them. He threw it, but it was a bad pass. You know where y'all lost the game? You lost the game in the first drive, 3rd and 4, when Stephon Diggs got wide open behind the defense. Josh Allen heaved the ball up in the air and missed him by 10 feet for the touchdown to set the tone in the game. The bum started the game as a bum, and he ended the game as a bum when he threw that interception. The other 4 times that he missed them, he didn't miss them because it was a bad pass. He never even looked at him wide open. Y'all had 3 touchdowns to Stephon Diggs in the night that were wide open. One of them he missed from a pass. 2 of them he just never even saw him. He's staring down a receiver in double coverage and trying to fire it to him. You know why? Because they were putting that pressure on him. All they had to do is, I tell you, they always do, lay a few hits on Josh Allen, and then he starts just floating balls up. Yeah, he gonna, on occasions, have that nice bullet, that nice pass here and there. But overall, the problem with Josh Allen, he's all skill, no brains. He has no structure. He is reckless. He is a backyard, hood, street, concrete football player. That's what he is. Block for me, let me find somebody. He ain't really processing nothing. He ain't really going through nothing like that. He's a backyard, hey, I'm a gamer. He got skill, but he ain't got no brains and patience with the brains. He is reckless, and that's why every so often he does reckless stuff. And if you could remove the reckless play from Josh Allen, y'all would win a Super Bowl. But guess what? I'm here to tell you he will never lose that aspect of his game because that's what makes his game. That's what makes him who he is. Half of his great plays are reckless. So he will never stop doing that. And that's the problem y'all have to deal with from this point going forward with Josh Allen. And yes, he's nowhere near Mahomes or Burrow. He's not even in their realm. And the truth be told, the media and all of these Buffalo fans, y'all ain't doing nothing but fooling yourself and trying to sell yourself thinking Josh Allen is on their class, is in their lane. You know the difference between Josh Allen and Joe Burrow? Joe Burrow actually ain't reckless. He going to take exactly what you give him. He going to go through his reads. If it ain't there, I can throw it away. If you give me the little thing there, that's all. He ain't trying to be this superhero that Josh Allen is required to be. And then when he ain't required to be, he's still it. That's the problem. Josh Allen don't know how to turn off and turn on superhero mode. When you don't need to be, you still try to be and get in trouble. And when you need to be, you are, and you're amazing. He don't know how to turn that off because they've never given him structure. You know why? Because in year 3, when he blossomed without structure. He just came on the scene and bulldozed and took everything. And the coach just sat back and was like, hey, this is a new guy. Let him ride. Let him, you know that term? Let him cook. Let Josh cook. Yeah, y'all problem is you let him cook without an apron, without mittens, and he keep on burning his hands. He just keep on burning his hands. That's what he is. So when I say Josh Allen is a bum, I know that man has top 5 skills in the NFL. But he plays with the bum mentality, and I'm telling you, it's going to be one of the hardest things y'all going to have to – it's going to be the hardest thing to get rid of out of him because that's what makes him. That's what makes him. And y'all won't realize that, oh, TD just talking trash. He a hater, all this. Y'all gonna live with it year after year after year after year because you won't admit it. And 4 years from now, when y'all finally start turning against them and start saying, man, Josh, he just be being reckless too much. He's good, but you're gonna realize, and you're still not gonna say TD told you so. That bum is a bum. And last but not least, y'all Buffalo Bills fans in the comment section. All year, 30 to 45% representing the round table. All of a sudden you lose and you can't face this opinion. And y'all Patreon members, you better show up. All that talk, let's see how many of y'all real ones. You better show up. But all these Buffalo Bills fans, and congratulations, y'all got up to 16% in the poll. But all year, 35 to 40%, And now all of a sudden you hiding and cowering because you don't want to hear the truth about Josh Allen. Nobody lost this game but Josh Allen. He failed y'all in the biggest game of his career, missing his number one target. Doggone right. Stephon Diggs had every right to get up in him during that game. Diggs didn't have to embarrass him in public. He embarrassed the whole team in public. Josh Allen, that is. Diggs had every right to be frustrated because when I watched that all-22 film, to be as open as he was, and it would have changed the game. Changed the whole trajectory of the game. But y'all don't see that. You lost as soon as he missed Diggs for the deep pass on 3rd and 4 on your very first drive of the game to match the Cincinnati Bengals and say, we here to compete with y'all the whole game. That's when you lost, when he missed that wide open throw to Diggs. I digress. Dan Mitchell, it's okay. You're going to get used to the basement, bro. We love you. At the end of the day, we've all been through this pain, but y'all's are just beginning. Y'all's are actually just beginning. You know why? At least the Patriots get to reboot their whole roster and stuff. Your GM just told you today, I don't want to be that bad to get a top receiver or Josh Allen. So it's living purgatory for the next 15 years thinking he the guy. You'll see. It's going to be just like Russell Wilson 8 years from now. You're going to finally trade him. Mark my words. Mic drop.
They have a hybrid between Phillip Rivers and Jay Cutler. That's kind of, and Kirk Cousins. Those are the three comparisons I can give Josh Allen at this point. That's not a good comparison. That's not who you want to be. You don't want to be Jay Cutler mixed with Kirk Cousins mixed with Phillip Rivers.
Damn, not even Joe Flacco because he won a ring.
Got it. Okay, so obviously I need to get into this game real fast. So number one, I want to start off with the defense. Leslie Frazier's, as my good friend TD would say, raggedy-ass zone is putting him out on his ass this offseason. Now, please tell me, this entire season, we've all seen our defense struggle, and I hate when Bills fans say, oh, man, we had a lot of injuries. It's been the same shit over and over and over again. In the AFC Championship game against Kansas City, the divisional against Kansas City, 13 seconds, and then this game, and literally half of the season already. Leslie Frazier legitimately lines up his DBs 7 to 8 yards off of the line of scrimmage, and Jamar Chase was running out of the slot, literally catching the ball 3 yards out and taking it for 14. This guy is the definition of absolute insanity. When you do not see that it has been being cut up by any team that actually has an efficient pass game. I have no idea how the hell this man is not adjusted. Maybe he's uncomfortable with going anywhere else. But that right there has been something that has been absolutely disgusting me. Say, for example, that you were to have somebody out there that actually were to call something and trust your DBs to actually play a little man-on-man. Maybe you might be able to create a few more opportunities for your offense to be able to make some plays right then and there. It was absolutely disgusting. And I know Joe Burrow was going to make plays. He definitely was. But literally, we were handing him all of the air yards in the world, gift wrapped it by, as TD says, that raggedy-ass zone. It's terrible. It's disgusting. I'm sick of Leslie Frazier. I'm pissed off that Sean McDermott didn't take over play calling at that point, because he is not it. I can't believe that guy literally was even in consideration for a head coach position with all of the times that he just is married to that dumbass concept of lining your DBs out one county away from wide receivers. The defense has been like that the entire season, and it was absolutely frustrating watching the Cincinnati Bengals literally do whatever the hell they wanted to against a defense which is supposedly supposed to be top 3 of the league. It doesn't matter because he runs the same shit and teams are finally starting to figure it out. He better be on his ass in the next 2 or 3 weeks, and we better be looking for another defensive coordinator. Now, as far as the Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen is concerned, I do want to point out a couple of things, and this is some of my complaints, 110%. So I get the fact that you love Josh Allen's ability to be a superhero. And has for the Buffalo Bills several times. Regular season, there's the playoffs here and there. But the thing is that this team is relying on that too much and making him play an offense in which we don't have. We don't have the personnel to effectively run the offense that Ken Dorsey wants to run, and that's vertical down the field. We thought that it was Gabe Davis, but that fool can't catch a cold. He really can't catch a cold. His hands are so inconsistent. We don't have the personnel to play a vertical passing offense when legitimately the Cincinnati Bengals backup offensive line is better than our starters, is better than our starting offensive line. And maybe I would give you some sort of forgiveness for completely ignoring the offensive line for the past couple of years and just relying on like C+, B- tackles and guards. If you were to actually utilize
Greg Van Roten,
the pass catching running backs that you end up having, that first off you drafted from James Cook, who was known for being a pass catching running back in college, barely used them in that unit, and then trading for one of the most elite pass catching running backs in the entire league in the season, and just be like, hey man, you're gonna be our kick returner. We're not gonna use you for that. Listen, when it comes down to it, there's fixes. And yes, this morning I was going through Spot Track. I was looking over our cap space. We're currently right now sitting at negative $15 million right now. There's more than likely going to be some sort of restructuring, but whatever I possibly did, like going through my head and like trying to play around with the Spot Track platform, the only realistic thing that I can see, like unless Brandon Beane makes some crazy ass move, we're going to have like maybe $17 million to spend this offseason. So don't look for any huge splash free agent plays because we simply don't have that. The only hope for the Buffalo Bills moving forward into this upcoming season is, yes, like Tyson said, I still see us winning 10 to 12 games next year, maybe even 13 with Josh Allen playing hero ball. It is what it is. But if we really want to be able to compete with the rest of this AFC East, which is only going to get better, we need a complete revamp in our offensive scheme. We are not a vertical passing offense. We need a more West Coast style. We need to tear teams up horizontally. We need to utilize our pass catching backs because we know for damn sure that we're not going to touch our offensive line. The only way that a vertical passing offense like that is going to work is as if we have an offensive line that can stop somebody and another wide receiver line up in the outside that can actually catch the damn ball. It's just not realistic. At this point, what the Buffalo Bills need to do is we need to completely change up our scheme on both sides of the ball. Frazier, gone. Raggedy zone, gone. Vertical offense, put that shit to bed. Put that shit to bed because we need
Poyer,
to be able...
gone.
Exactly. Gone. So the only thing saving us right now is that we need to change our complete up scheme, especially on damn offense. The reason Josh Allen is so reckless is because of the offense that Ken Dorsey wants to run. He wants the home run every single day. We can't do that with the offensive line that we have and with the personnel that we have. We need to be a bit more West Coast. We need to utilize our damn running backs right in the pass game. And then hopefully, we can damn hit on an absolute stud offensive lineman. In my opinion, say that I'm in charge of the Buffalo Bills, my first 3 rounds worth of picks are going to be offensive linemen. That's going to be my go-to. Very upset with how this works out. Very upset with the overall scheme. Was nervous going into the playoffs in general because these games are just way too close for comfort the entire damn season, and it is a massive coaching issue. And like I said, last thing I'm going to say, I am going to die on this hill right with the fact that if Josh Allen wasn't on this team and to say that he wasn't playing reckless or superhero ball, we would have been a 6-win team. It's just how it is. But the Buffalo Bills need to realize that doesn't get the job done. Relying on Josh Allen to be Superman every single damn game ain't going to happen. It's not going to happen. You need to change up scheme, and that's the biggest thing that we got to do. I'm pissed off. I think the only thing I'm hoping for right now is that if Burrow goes to the Super Bowl and loses again, that like he just gets stamped on his forehead. He's the 2023 Jim Kelly.
But that still makes him better than Josh Allen, though. Hey, but Dan, I don't think the Buffalo Bills fans realize how bad of a situation y'all in. Even if y'all did figure out a way, figure out a way to get 17 million, flip the cap, right, from restructures and stuff.
Yeah,
you gotta put 12 million aside for your draft picks.
Exactly.
And then what you got 5 left. You're gonna let Poyer walk. Who's gonna replace him? And he's not the only
probably
one.
A rookie.
So
I'd say probably a rookie.
Some of your talent is actually going to be coming down. That's another element that y'all not talking about. Y'all have gotten to the point to the only thing you can do is change a scheme. And I'm here to tell you the scheme you're running now is the only one Josh Allen will fit in. Good luck.
Buffalo needs to fix that offensive line at the offseason. They have to draft well because you built through the draft. And if they can somehow 100%. Try to get better offensive linemen to protect Josh Allen, give him a little bit more time in the pocket because he really didn't have much time. If you can give Josh Allen more time in the pocket, it'll give him more time to process the field.
Yeah. No, for sure. But I mean, biggest thing for me is that say that I had to choose what unit needs the most damn work, hands down the defense, because that whole like fucking zone that gets absolutely terrorized for the past 3 years in key games. It's not working, man. Especially in this like high volume passing league that we're in right now. Like Frazier literally, like, I mean, he is he's behind in the times, man. Like, we need a defensive coordinator that is familiar like with the scheme post the invention of the forward pass. Seriously. Because
did y'all fire y'all DC? Did you fire your DC?
No.
What base does Frazier run? Is it a 4-3?
4-3.
I mean, the Jets run a 4-3 zone as well.
Yeah. But and so are y'all like lining DBs 7 yards off the line of scrimmage all the time?
No. But Richie,
against one of the most talented receiver group in the league.
But Richie, y'all also, even though 4-3 is your base, y'all run a lot of cover 4. And the only difference is because y'all actually run a lot of Vic Fangio system. The only difference is y'all press with it. Y'all do press, and which is dangerous in that system, but y'all got the guys you could do it with.
Yeah.
You mean like first team all pro Sauce Gardner as a rookie? Is that what you're talking about, TD? Sorry.
Yeah.
Here we go.
And so another
y'all,
thing,
like, y'all utilize a nickel, Richie, and
Michael Carter II's our nickel.
Yeah. And so one thing as well, and like I'm not sure if it's the coordinator or if it's McDermott, but I have never seen somebody hate rookies more than either McDermott or Frazier or Dorsey. You're telling me that we draft a cornerback in the first round this year and he barely sees the field, and we put Dane Jackson out there, who is not that guy, pal. He is not that guy. Listen, this guy made so many damn plays like against Miami, and then in Cincinnati, look at his damn snap count. Dane Jackson was right back out there. I'm not saying that he would have been a game changer for it, but damn, dude. Like, listen, like he puts way too much trust in like 5th to 6th round talents that have been there for a couple of years. Man, he's really earned this spot. He's a good guy. Shows up to practice, works hard. Fuck that. If he's not the best player out there, then he doesn't play. Put Elam out there. Same thing with James Cook. That guy didn't even start getting implemented heavily into the offense until about 3 to 4 games right before the regular season was over. And you didn't even use the best thing that he can do, which is catch the ball, pass catching running back. It's so frustrating. And the whole Brandon Beane like interview afterwards, where like he like sort of seemed like brush it off his shoulders, sort of with it's only one game mentality. Like, nah, dude. Like, the scheme that you are running does not fit the personnel that you have, and there needs to be some changes, or otherwise we're screwed.
Shout out to Disregard Papa. I love when people bring up this type of stuff. The last time the Bills won the AFC Championship, Rocky Balboa. I love it. Go Jets. We love it, man. Thank you for the $5 donation. So I think it's a good time to transition to the next segment. Easy money. And then I kind of want to talk about after that, since, there's not really a lot of games to preview since none of us are playing. We could talk a little about the championship, but I also kind of want to talk about the current state of the Patriots and the Dolphins and the Jets, since this is a very Buffalo Bills heavy top end of the show, because I think there's some good talking points that we have. There's a lot of change coming for all three of our teams in the offseason. So I definitely want to hear your guys' thoughts about who you want to target in the offseason and all that fun stuff. But before we do that, let's get into some easy money. And we can't talk about our team anymore, or one of our teams rather, because we're eliminated. But guys, if you want to download Prize Picks, now is the time to get on board for the championship Sunday that is coming up soon. In my opinion, man, betting is,
you see that Burrow teaser?
The best time to bet is for playoffs for some reason. I don't know why. I love it. Oh, wow. They got a teaser for Burrow at 0.5 yards. So obviously he's getting a yard. So it's already locked it in for the over.
We can take that.
This is what they got so far, and they're going to add more.
What's Mahomes at?
Mahomes at 270.
He's playing on one leg.
Yeah.
He's playing on one leg. I don't know how I feel about
that. So we can do these three. Is Brock Purdy putting up more than 215 on that defense? Or are they going to establish the run, you think?
Under.
Ooh,
I'm saying under, man. I think
under.
Philly's going to – dude, I think Philly's going to punch San Francisco in the mouth on the Sunday.
It's tough. But, guys, if you do want to join the show and help us out winning some money, you click the link down below in the description for Prize Picks, and they will match your deposit up to $100. So you deposit $10, you get $10 back for free. You deposit $50, you get $50 for free by using promo code AFC East. Click the link down below in the description, guys, and you will get the promo that they are running. They got a great promo with Joe Burrow. So now is the time to now is the time to do player prop bets here on Prize Picks. So again, guys, we appreciate Prize Picks for sponsoring the AFC East Roundtable. And also, we always say it every week, but I really want you guys to send in your winnings on Twitter or on the Discord or somewhere so we can see the money that you're making, because I'm making a lot of money on this app. I know all of us on the Roundtable are, and I'm sure there's a lot of you guys in the live chat that's making a lot of money. But we want to be aware of it. So let us know when you win some money, or even when you place a bet with our promo code on Twitter, and tag us. We appreciate that big time.
And the NBA picks are pretty easy, man. I'm telling y'all.
Yeah, the NBA picks. I mean, anybody that's into basketball, remember, it's not only football. They got everything over there. So let's transition. Before we get into the preview of the championship, I kind of want to talk about the Dolphins and the Jets and the Pats a little bit about the offseason, man. So there's a lot of rumors, a lot of stuff going on. What are you thinking, TD? What do you want to talk about?
Well, the Miami Dolphins, listen, we're in a state right now where we're trying to figure some things out. We've been keeping it low key. There really hasn't been any news coming out other than the fact that we're searching for a defensive coordinator. I might be doing a stream tonight after this show or tomorrow about some of our top candidate for DC, because there's some pros and cons about it, but we need to get it right. Well, y'all probably that's exactly who y'all probably need.
I would love Brian Flores, I'm not gonna lie.
No, because he'll call Josh Allen a bum to his face. But but no, that's all it is, man. We're waiting on the offseason to come. We need to first identify our defensive coordinator. From there, man, it's that simple. We don't have much news coming out of Miami, just a whole bunch of rumors, Saquon Barkley, Brady, the usual stuff.
I saw that Saquon rumor. What are your thoughts about that?
The Giants say they're going to try to keep him, so we'll see how that goes.
But would you be open to pay like $15-16 million per year?
Absolutely not. Heck no. I want to pay no running back that kind of money.
We know what that's like with Le'Veon Bell over here. We did that.
I just think that's stupidity. Get a great O-line and you can get you an average running back and be okay. Those guys are for when you got, a bad O-line and you're trying to get a guy powering through and that doesn't even always work. So no, I don't want to pay a guy like that kind of money. Plus, we don't have the kind of money to be wasting on a guy like that when we can actually put it on the O-line.
Mm-hmm. And quarterback, Tua, your QB.
Not
who you want, but like, what do you think they're gonna do?
That's what they say, but I'm not gonna put anything past Miami. They spent 3 years trying to replace this man, and all of a sudden, the first time they come out and say he's the guy for next year, it might be the first time that they actually do make a trade. So I don't know. Right now, Tua is the guy. The thing is, I know that Brady wants to be in Miami because his family is in Miami. And, he wouldn't want to just leave his kids and say, let me go play football somewhere else. They were in Tampa most of the time up until the very end. And then they moved to Miami, and he's already got a place in Miami a few days ago. And he was just down there looking at private schools for his kids. So if he had a choice, he would want to be in Miami because you saw that last year. They were tampering with him. So we'll see. But right now, Tua's the guy. And if anything changes, I'll be surprised like everyone else.
Tyson, what's going on with the Patriots? You guys quarterback hunting, right? So who's your go-to for quarterback in a realistic way that you want? Or is there a chance about Mac Jones and also the news of your offensive coordinator?
Yeah. Well, first off, we just hired Bill O'Brien as offensive coordinator. It was the best news I've heard in a long time. We finally got Matt Patricia's fat ass out of New England, thank God. Bill O'Brien was our offensive coordinator when we had Tom Brady. We won a Super Bowl with him. Bill O'Brien was also offensive coordinator when Mac Jones won a national championship with Alabama. So that's good news. We're going to actually have a semblance of an offense next season. We're actually going to call actual offensive plays. If Mac Jones is the guy, I'm not too. I don't know. I mean, I'm just happy that we have offense coordinator. I don't know what they're gonna do with Mac Jones. I think they hired Bill O'Brien to give Mac Jones a chance. To be honest with you, so I'm not against the idea of rolling with Mac Jones because, like TD stated earlier, a lot of these teams you see are winning with quarterbacks on a rookie deal. Do I want to give a lot of money to a veteran quarterback like a Lamar Jackson or I don't know, like an Aaron Rodgers, which I don't think would be a really good idea. More Lamar Jackson, I think would be a good idea, but I don't want to get bring Brady back a 47, 46, 46, he'll be 47 years old. Aaron Rodgers hasn't won anything in about 12 years. You know what I mean? I don't want to go after a really old quarterback because you're just punting the ball down the field. You know what I mean? Because in 2 years you're going to be screwed because you're going to be looking for another quarterback. So you're going to be paying a lot of money just to get that quarterback. That means you're going to have to spending a lot of draft capital, a lot of cap space is going to be allocated towards that quarterback. Wherein I know Mac Jones is who Mac Jones is, but you still have him on a rookie deal. He'll be on his next year will be his third year, so he'll be in the 2 year of what Tua had this season. So and then you can use all the cap space you have, which we have $50 million in cap space. You can use that to upgrade the offense, get weapons, upgrade the defense, and so what. And if Mac Jones turns out not to be the guy next year, you don't have to worry about it because he'll be going into his 4th year. And by that time, you'll know if Mac Jones is the guy or not. So I'd rather just appease these Mac Jones sexuals for another year, to be honest with you, just to make them to give them what they want. And there will be no excuses next year because you'll have Bill O'Brien as your offensive coordinator running an actual offense. And if he can't succeed in that type of offense, then you 100% know that he's not the guy. Whereas if you get rid of Mac Jones now, people are always going to say, well, what would have happened if you would have kept Mac Jones and he would have had an actual offensive coordinator? So I don't have a problem with keeping Mac Jones just for one more year behind a Bill O'Brien, just to see if maybe it wasn't Mac Jones, maybe it was just Matt Patricia's horrendous play calling. And I don't have a problem with that per se. Do I want to go out and get a Lamar Jackson? I do, but at the end of the day, I have to be realistic in the fact that Belichick is not known for making big moves at the quarterback position and allocating a lot of money towards that position, even when we had Brady. So at the end of the day, I'm kind of happy where I am right now. The offseason is going to be long. Like I said, you have to hit on these draft picks. We have the number 14th pick, and we'll see where that takes us. To be honest with you, I kind of like where my team is right now. It's going to be like I said. I believe that we can make a lot of moves. We have a lot of money to maneuver and cap space to get who we want, and yeah, that's pretty much where I am right now. To be honest with you.
Yeah, that's definitely an interesting switch up after you get O'Brien in the building. Now you're okay with Mac Jones, which I think you're right. I think especially if he was his guy in Alabama, that makes a lot of sense for sure. Yeah, I'm curious to see where the Patriots go this offseason because they got some money to use. Shout out to Merv for the $5. We appreciate that. He heard that New England offered Miami a trade for Mac Jones. The Patriots requested only Waterboys and signed a Dan Marino jersey in return. Love it. So when it comes to the Jets, I'm not going to bore you guys too much, but it's all speculation right now. There's all rumors. I'm sure if you guys are in tune with NFL rumors and stuff, you know that Aaron Rodgers has been linked to the Jets these past couple of days. Even goes back to last week. He talked about the Jets in the Pat McAfee show. Everyone's talking about Aaron Rodgers to the Jets basically on the NFL media. And my thoughts on that is I love it personally. I just feel like where this New York Jets team is at right now currently, I just feel like they're at a stage right now with their owner and the regime of Saleh and the regime of Joe Douglas where they can kind of take another swing at like, it's a risk involved going after a quarterback like Aaron Rodgers, who's old and, obviously not, the same old Rodgers that he used to be. But, and everyone brings it back to the Brett Favre, right? Oh, here we go. The Jets doing it all over again with Brett Favre. Well, first of all, Brett Favre was 8-3 with the New York Jets that season before he blew out his shoulder and got injured. And then that's when the Jets finished 9-7 and missed the playoffs. And I think the New York Jets have done a phenomenal job of building this team this past couple of seasons where we are a quarterback away of going into the playoffs. And that does not mean that there's not holes on this roster. I'm not ignoring there's holes that needs to be filled. This is not like a Super Bowl caliber team with Aaron Rodgers or anything like that. But I think that the way that this Jets team is constructed with Robert Saleh and his defense getting better and the playmakers of Garrett Wilson, Elijah Moore, Breece Hall coming back from an injury, Elijah Vera Tucker coming back. The offense has the playmakers and it has the talent there. On top of getting a new offensive coordinator, matching it up with a guy like Aaron Rodgers, man, all of a sudden the New York Jets are a playoff contender going into the season. And I think giving up 2 first-round picks, who the Jets is basically lottery picks. I mean, last year the Jets had 3 first-round picks. We got 3 picks to develop. I can risk 2 first-round picks as a Jets fan that's been waiting for a freaking quarterback my entire life. So the one downfall to Aaron Rodgers is you're taking 2 first-round picks potentially, and you're going for it all for 2 seasons. And you don't know if it'll turn out to be anything. It's a high-risk situation. But also the cap situation is not as hard as you guys think. The cap hit would be $15 million from Aaron Rodgers because the Green Bay Packers extended him with the mindset of they might be able to trade him. So it's a very trade-friendly contract. It's not as big as you think. He's due like $60 million in cash, but when it comes to against the cap, it's not as bad. But overall, man, I'm all in on Aaron Rodgers. If Lamar Jackson comes available, I want the Jets to be aggressive for him. And Derek Carr, he's the third option out of those 3 quarterbacks I named, but I would not be upset with Derek Carr because I think that this Jets team is very good around the quarterback position. And Derek Carr is a veteran that knows what it takes to play at a high level. He's an above average quarterback, in my opinion, and I'd be all in. So the big question for the Jets this offseason is going to be who the hell the quarterback is going to be. And another thing about Aaron Rodgers I want to mention that I think is interesting, that you can make the argument that Aaron Rodgers can come here and help out Zach Wilson. They actually have a relationship. They're friends. And Aaron Rodgers was Zach Wilson's idol growing up. And who better to fix a young quarterback that's broken in Zach Wilson as a second overall pick than the guy that he grew up idolizing in Aaron Rodgers. So you bring in Aaron Rodgers for 2 years. Zach Wilson sits behind him, reworks his fundamentals, learns the game under Rodgers. Rodgers leaves, and then Zach Wilson takes over. That's like the pipe dream. That's like a perfect scenario. Am I saying that's going to happen? No, I'm not going to say that's going to happen. That's like, wow, Rodgers comes, brings us to the playoffs. He leaves. Zach Wilson's like just as good, but that's like really just me thinking like in a delusional land. But hey, why not believe in those types of things? Because it's fun in the offseason. It's all about speculation at this time of year. But the reality is, not only the Jets got to fix the quarterback, but it's the offensive line. But the defense it's fine. All we got to do is worry about re-signing Quinn into an extension. We don't have to touch the corners. They're all under contract. CJ might have to get restructured, but this team's ready to take a big swing at the quarterback spot, and I'm always a fan that's very reluctant to give up on draft capital. Usually I'm very like, no. We got to have draft flexibility. We got to keep building through the draft. We got to be patient. But when it comes to the quarterback position, I think as a New York Jets fan, I am ready for them to take a swing, and if they fail, if they get Aaron Rodgers and it crumbles, I'll be like, okay, at least Woody Johnson opened up his pockets, he became aggressive, and he went for it, and he tried. I'd rather be an organization that's actually trying to make the playoffs than just sit back and be conservative and like, yeah, we're going to roll what we have. So that's really my take on what the Jets are doing this offseason. We got to figure out who our OC is and who our quarterback is. And I really think that this team, with a really good quarterback like an Aaron Rodgers, imagine what Aaron Rodgers would do with Garrett freaking Wilson, bro. Like, it gets me really giddy. So I'm really hopeful, but I also don't want to get my hopes up too high because they can easily end up with none of the 3 quarterbacks I named. And I'll be like, all right, well, there's this bum that we got to worry about. But yeah, man, that's my thoughts about the Jets this offseason. We'll see what happens. Interesting stuff. All right. Well, you're muted, TD.
Dan already gave his, didn't he?
Think so.
Yeah, basically. Okay, man. Let's bring on the Pat Tran.
All right, man. Yeah, man. So, do we have anybody backstage?
No,
Richie?
I didn't post a link yet. We also do have to get into the previews just for a little bit before we bring in.
Yeah, we will. I'll just make it
Bet
sure.
US.
Yeah, man. Bet US. Let's get into the preview segment. Unfortunately, similar to Prize Picks, we do not have a game to preview that's within the AFC East. But we're still going to talk about the lines on Bet US for the championship Sunday. And that is your San Francisco 49ers against the Philadelphia Eagles, presented by Bet US. If you guys want to get Bet US, they are the official sportsbook partner of the AFC East Roundtable. Bet US offers $50 free for a no deposit needed and 125% bonus up to $2,500. You can find this down below in the description. They got the Niners as plus 2.5, as the Eagles are 2.5-point favorites, and the Bengals are actually 1-point favorites on the road in Arrowhead. I think a lot of that has to do with them being 4-0 against them. So again, guys, if you do want to bet on this weekend's games, on the money line, on the spreads, BetUS is definitely the sports book that you want to use. So shout out to BetUS for being the official sports book sponsor. We greatly, greatly appreciate that. So let's quickly run through these games. Who do you guys got? And then any of the Patreon members, I'm going to post a link right now for you guys to join in, and we'll go from there. So Tyson, who you got this weekend?
I got the Bengals and I got the 49ers going to the Super Bowl and I got the Bengals over the 49ers. I think that hobbled Mahomes. I think they're trying to cover it up. They're going to inject him with whatever the hell. I don't know what the hell they're going to do with Mahomes, but I just don't think a one-legged Mahomes is going to do anything to that defense, to be honest with you. They'll keep it close, but at the end of the day, I think the Bengals are the better team. And as far as the Eagles and 49ers game, I mean, I don't know, man. I want to pick the Eagles, but that Brock Purdy kid is something special. They don't ask him to do too much. Their defense with Fred Warner is really, really good. I like Kyle Shanahan. It's going to be very interesting. I don't think the Eagles are going to run through the 49ers like they think they are. I just think the 49ers defense is going to cause some problems for Jalen Hurts. If Brock Purdy, he's shown that you don't have to ask too much of him. He does what he's told, and he doesn't panic either. That's another thing. I watched the Cowboys game. He doesn't panic. He's going to get him there, and I think it's going to be the 49ers and Bengals, and I think Joe Burrow's going to get it done this time in the Super Bowl.
All right.
You're muted again, TD.
I guess I can make this real easy. I'm right there with Tyson. I actually have the Bengals and the 49ers. I just have a different outcome. I have the 49ers winning it all. I want to go with the Bengals, but it's just something about the 49ers. I think that they're going to get it this year. And I feel like the Bengals are supposed to win, but I can't get off of saying 49ers. So I got the 49ers winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Yeah, like, I mean, my take on these games, I see the Bengals coming out on top. I really do. Like Tyson just said, I think that the high ankle sprain is a lot more severe than what the Chiefs are letting out on. I think the Bengals are just like the better team at this point. And so their defense is really good. Really good way to be able to match up to the handicapped sort of Chiefs offense going into this game. I do see that. However, I will disagree on the 49ers and the Eagles game, man. That Eagles team can beat you in so many different ways, whether or not that it's pounding the rock with the run game or whether or not that it's through the passing game by itself. I think that it's going to be close, but I see the Eagles coming out on top. One thing I will say, whoever wins that game, whoever wins that NFC Championship game is going to be a Super Bowl champion. That I can say. And I'm going to go ahead and say the Eagles win, and I'm going to say the Eagles win the whole thing.
Well,
I got the Bengals and the Eagles in the Super Bowl.
There you go.
Well, when I made my preview video on the two games on my Touchdown Kingdom channel today, and it was really hard for me to pick this because every week I come up my predictions on that YouTube channel, and I really try to make sure I get it right. I'm trying to predict this to try to predict it right. It's no bias involved, right? And it's hard to pick these games. And when I came down to my pick against the Eagles and the 49ers, I was like, damn, dude, like Jalen Hurts is an MVP finalist. I mean, that man, I feel like, is not getting the love he deserves because he kind of finished off the season on a downturn and he was hurt a little bit. And people forget that the Eagles were literally the best team in football all year. And then, they're off for a week and then the Giants win. And everyone's like, oh, I mean, the Eagles kind of were ass at the end of the year and whatever. And they steamrolled the Giants. I know the Giants aren't this incredible team or anything, but I just think the Eagles are going to get the job done. I just feel like for whatever reason. And the Bengals, man, I'm a big Mahomes and Chiefs people. I think a lot of people are underestimating them, but seeing Mahomes get hurt like that and seeing the way that the Bengals own them, basically, I think, Joe Burrow just has this freaking presence to him, man. That's just scary as a, fan of a team in the AFC, knowing that we're going to have to go through them anytime if and when the Jets are ever in the playoffs. But he's just so cool. And I don't mean that in like a cool way, like just cool, calm, and collected. Like nothing phases him. Like it's just every game to him just feels like he's just playing the game that he grew up loving. He's playing like a little kid out there with no worries, no worry about being a superhero. He's just so like nonchalant. Like, yep, there's Jamar. Like, oh, there's T. Higgins wide open. Like, oh, there's pressure. Cool. I'm just gonna shuffle. Like he's just so good. That's my point. Like Joe Burrow is so freaking good. And Mahomes is just as good. I personally think Mahomes is the better quarterback because he's proven that so far. He's won Super Bowls. If you compare the numbers this season, he's the better quarterback. And I just think Mahomes has it over him in terms of just individually. But get used to that, guys, by the way, the Joe Burrow versus Patrick Mahomes debate. That is going to last forever. I'm sure that Joe Burrow is going to be at the same level, if not better, by next year. Because remember, Joe Burrow is only in year number 3. So I'm taking the Bengals. But I could definitely see the Chiefs going out there because I don't underestimate Patrick Mahomes, man. Don't underestimate them at all. So that's really my thoughts about it. And we got a $10 donation from Sean. Master at Work, what's your thoughts on the Patriots signing Bill O'Brien? I know it's real early for the outlook of the Patriots. Well, Sean, Tyson actually went on like a 10-minute
I gave my thoughts. I like the move.
He likes the move. If you want to get his in-depth thoughts, he talked about the Patriots in depth about O'Brien and Mac Jones and all those things. Just rewind like 20 minutes or so, and he went in on all that. Appreciate you, Sean. Bills just extended Jordan Poyer. It's fake news.
Not
right?
true.
Yeah,
Not true.
Fake news. Thanks for the $2 of fake news. Appreciate that.
And so I saw that, and I just scrambled to Twitter. I was like, no.
Come on. I'm sorry, Dan.
random
You probably
person on
like freaked
Twitter.
out.
Yeah, I did.
I'm taking Cam Newton over Josh Allen all day. One is an MVP, All-Pro, and led his team to the Super Bowl. The other one just grew a beer. That's it. Man.
And so there's a reason why some people aren't content creators, because they don't know what they're talking about.
That's what I was just about to say.
There's a good reason. And just because you have a camera doesn't mean you should be a content creator. You know what I mean? I love it.
Just because you have an
This
opinion
was
don't
fun.
mean you should be sharing it.
You should put it on the
Yeah.
I just want to give a big shout out to this guy in the chat. It's not a super chat, but I just like what he says. Great takes tonight, Richie. Thanks, man.
Oh Lord.
Oh yeah, we forgot to say that if it's Jalen Hurts versus Burrow in the Super Bowl, that would be two quarterbacks that was in Tua's draft class.
Ismail says, my bad. That was BF's troll account. So he thought it was real just as much as you, Dan.
Was that Barry
I thought it
McCockner?
was real too, bro. I was scrambling through Twitter.
This is the Barry McCockner. You got McCocknered.
He got McCollum.
Harry McCoy. Oh, my God. There's this guy. Dude,
I was hoping y'all did extend them. I was like, oh, they give you money.
I just want to make an announcement.
There goes
to
the
all
money.
NFL fans, all NFL fans, please do not fall for this fake news nonsense. There's this guy that made an account on Twitter, and it's literally just picture of him with a suit with an NFL logo behind him as his profile picture, just posting like sources about the Jets and stuff, and like people are like taking it like it's real. I'm like, guys, it's not real. Like, someone's literally made an account and is posting fake news. Please make sure if you see a tweet that says source and it's like an inside information, you click on the account, you do some research without just like blindly believing everything you read. Because I'm seeing a lot of people on Twitter right now, especially Jets fans, seeing this specific guy and believing it. So don't believe everything you read on the internet, please. Especially when it comes to these fake trolls on Twitter.
Especially the DeMar Hamlin clones conspiracy. Do not believe that at all.
That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life.
Josh Allen actually had
That was the dumbest thing I think I've ever. Dude,
Yeah, man. No.
that was.
I can't believe it.
Oh, gosh. All right. Well, let's get into the Patreon members. We got some people waiting backstage, and we're going to do that. So, again, if you guys want to join the show right now, you guys can. You click the link down below in the description, become a Patreon member, and you'll see the tiers. Which tier gives you access to the Q&A segment where you guys can come on here and give your thoughts about whatever you want to say. So, also, we didn't really say this once all stream long. Do us a gigantic favor. Please hit that like button, guys. We really do appreciate that. We put a lot of sweat and tears into these streams. You only got 273 likes. So run up the thumbs up button, guys, if you're enjoying the show. Whether you're a Bills fan or not, and you're hurting or not, do us a favor. Hit that like button. Let's get to 300 likes right freaking now. Is that too much to ask for, fellas? 300?
I don't think so.
300.
I don't.
Come on.
I don't
We're not
think
bringing
so.
in our first guest until that hits 300, maybe.
It ain't like we voting for Josh Allen as MVP. Y'all can hit it.
Hey.
Oh, my, we're
And so-
almost there.
And so whoever
Let's
thinks Josh Allen is a bum, hit that like button.
Woo!
And we're at 300.
About to go
Wow.
over 2. We got to hit with the 3 quick, didn't it?
Right when Dan hit that, all
Listen,
of a sudden
bro.
it's at 307.
Then it might be 500 in 5 minutes.
Bills choked again and
500.
always will with the $2. I think it's time to stop jumping through tables. Yeah, Dan, maybe
Never.
that's the reason.
Choke
Never.
Mafia.
All right, well, we hit the
Choke.
300 mark, which means we're going to bring in our first guest. And guess who it is?
TCU
Hey!
Oh,
What's
stop lying.
happening,
Stop lying to them
everybody?
people, Troy. Stop
Troy.
lying.
DD, you're a liar.
What happened
And
to
Richie, you're a liar. Okay, let me start first by saying Cincinnati. outplayed us. Great game, Cincinnati. My hat's off to you. I wish DeMar didn't get hurt and we had played them early in the year. It would have made us a little better in the second game against them. But 13-3, we got Brandon Bean. He's going to do magic. We're going to still be okay. We are not in a bad spot. I mean, there were some injuries, with Gabe's ankle and Josh's elbow that we fought through, and then DeMar dying on the field. All that kind of stuff played headache games on the team, and it was a little difficult. But we are not any different. We're going to keep pushing forward. We're going to do good. I do think the coaching not playing Elam enough, because Elam's a star shutdown cornerback. Trey White, this was his, first few games back. He's going to work in the offseason for his first time in a long time. He'll be back better next year to what he was now that he's healthy. I really hope that we do re-sign Poyer at least for another year, 2, if we can. If Josh even takes a little pay cut, whatever to make that happen would be great. But I still think it's going to be a competitive division. My hat's off to everybody in this division for their teams, doing good, having a good season, doing better than you all expected, except for TD and his little delusional dream world of my Super Bowl. I'm going to win the Super Bowl. You're never going to win the Super Bowl, TD. And as long as you keep calling Josh Allen your daddy trash, you're never going to win the Super Bowl.
We're just as good as y'all then.
Oh, yeah, sure. That's why you watched us playing in the playoffs from home. And we beat you in the playoffs.
Oh, congratulations. Skylar Thompson trophy.
I do see the Bills.
Dinner.
I do see, whatever you want to cry. We don't cry when we have people that weren't there. You play with who you had. But I do see the Bills picking up a wide receiver and O-lineman. That's what I want to see this round. I want to see the Bills picking up a good wide receiver, maybe Odell Beckham. They're going to pick up another star wide receiver for Josh, which is going to make us okay. And maybe Beasley's going to stay for another year, too. He came in kind of not being in a groove. And if we get him in a groove ready for next season, everything I think we'll be doing great. Don't sweat it. If they get some good draft picks for the O-line, maybe a good wide receiver, some depth. We'll see how it goes. But Beans, he's a magic man, and he's going to do magic this offseason. So no Bills fans sweat it.
The Magic
to be in Bills. We are the best team in the AFC East for the last 3 years, and we're going to continue to be the best team until one of you can knock us down. So until then, sit back in your chair, chill out. Good. We'll do it next year.
Troy, did you just say until somebody knocks you down? You haven't even been on top of the mountain yet. How can anybody knock you down if you haven't been on top of the mountain?
No. You see, you're talking that Super Bowl mountain, Tyson. What I'm talking is the AFC. All I'm talking about the AFC East right now. Tyson.
No one cares about the AFC East. It's about Super Bowls, bro.
No, because that's what everybody was talking about. That's what you're talking about in your head over there.
No, we're talking about Super Bowls.
That's not my conversation. You're interfering on a conversation you know nothing about then. Because what I'm talking about is the AFC East, our teams right here, right now, these teams. That's what I'm talking about.
What do you know about Super Bowls?
What do I know about Super Bowls? A lot. What do you mean? What do I know?
Have you ever seen your team win one?
Has my team ever won the Super Bowl? No.
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm going to wear that badge for the 4 straight Super Bowls until somebody can go to 4 straight Super Bowls. I really thought you were going to go.
Troy.
Oh, you can't tell me, Tyson, that when you had gone to 3 straight Super Bowls, you wanted to go to that 4th one. Take that title from us.
I care about
whatever.
winning.
You wanted that title. I know you did. Don't act like
no, I did not, bro. I don't care about going to no 4 straight Super Bowls and losing all 4 of them.
But you couldn't go to 4 in a row.
Go to 4 straight and lose all of them. Why would I want to do that?
I didn't say lose them, dude. But going to 4 in a row, winning or losing, whatever.
Troy. Nobody cares.
I care.
All right,
like
Troy,
I said,
we appreciate,
and I'm
we
wearing that badge.
We're gonna get to the next.
Dan, great talk, brother.
I got a question.
You got
Where's
it right.
your
Don't worry. We're gonna be fine.
Troy?
Where's
Troy,
all my
where's
Bill
your
stuff?
stuff at? Did you throw it out?
No. Dude, I've been a fan for 54 years. I ain't never throwing
Why aren't you
nothing
wearing your
out.
Bill stuff this
I'm
week?
a Bills fan. I've been wearing it. I'm laying on the freaking couch right now talking to you guys.
But you were wearing it this week.
I didn't go anywhere yesterday. I got all my Bills shit for 50 years worth. I'm never getting rid of it. I'm going to be a Bills fan for life. The Bills are never going to stop. They're going to continue to be a great team. As long as we have Josh, the coaches are going to pull it together. They're going to see the mistakes they made. Hopefully Leslie Frazier can learn that he needs to be a little more adjustable if we do not get a new defensive coordinator, because I do think that we need to improve on our defense immensely, for sure. But I wish nothing but the best for all your teams. I hope you all do good. You know,
one more question before you go, Troy. One more question.
Yes, sir. No, go right ahead.
Was this season a success or a failure?
If you don't win the Super Bowl, that's a failure. But
okay, that's all I need to know.
I will say, I would rather go to the playoffs and win playoff games than to go to the playoffs and lose like Miami. I'd much rather be where I am than where TD is any day of the week.
But we're all on the couch.
We're all on the couch. Hey, I hope that Josh gets off the couch, works with the receivers he's got, and becomes better this next season, and the coaches work with everybody better. They're going to make some adjustments. It's going to be fine. The Bills are going to be fine. I know they will be. We don't have to sweat it. It's going to be a competitive division. Richie, you're going to be a good team.
Thank you, Troy, for coming on here every week, no matter what, man. We appreciate that.
Good talking, guys. Don't worry about it. You know, this is going to be our year next year, maybe. Hopefully it is, but it ain't over. It wasn't 3. We had 3 years to get to the Super Bowl. No, we got forever, man. We got signed Josh to a 10-year contract. Chill out. Next year
you got it.
TD. Whatever.
Yeah, every year is your year.
Hey, for the record, Josh ain't getting off the couch because he is the couch. Next.
Look at these back-to-back.
I think Troy would be a great GM for Buffalo. What do you guys think?
Troy's the man.
You hire him as a GM?
And Troy, listen, man. Troy's my guy, man.
That's a real Bills
has
fan.
faith in that team regardless.
The Bills will be
remember the
bankrupt
Bills mafia,
within a
baby.
year.
I love it.
the GM.
Yeah, man. I love that Troy's a diehard fan.
Troy embodies Bills
That's
mafia.
that faith we all need, baby. It's that faith we all need, baby.
We got another Bills fan that.
What's up, baby? How y'all doing?
Away.
Oh, yeah. Just what I've been looking for.
Oh, yeah. You lost to us last week. Sit down.
We talk to you as long as you want.
That's what I tell you. You lost us last week. Sit down.
You were wrong. You were wrong. You were wrong.
How many times were you wrong when y'all lost 5 in a row?
Hey, this ain't about us. Why don't you acknowledge
right. It's not about
you were
y'all.
wrong?
It's about us because we
That's
were
right.
Everybody gives Puerto Rican the floor. He can talk as long as he wants. I want to hear his thoughts on this failure of the season.
Correct. It was a failure in the end. It was a failure in the end because we didn't win the Super Bowl, and we got to eat that one. That no matter what, we got to eat that one. Maybe we can say but this and but that. We're supposed to win the Super Bowl. We didn't win the Super Bowl. It is what it is. Better than all you bums though, so it's okay. At that point, we got to take that consolation prize. I don't like it. It sucks, but it is what it is. A lot of points that Dan made were very accurate. The Dorsey thing. This was his first year as the offensive coordinator. He's got a lot to learn. I don't know if we keep him. I don't know if you want to squander a team like this, the quarterback like this, with a Dorsey. Maybe he gets hired off to Carolina to go there where he's got a lot of connections, and we pick up somebody like Frank Reich who knows how to run the freaking ball with running backs. There's different things that could happen. Maybe he grows in his second year if he has to stay here. It is what it is. We'll see. He mentioned also that rookies. He doesn't know who doesn't like playing rookies. It's clearly not Frazier. Frazier's not the guy who calls it. That's clearly McDermott because James Cook's on the offense, and so is Khalil Shakir, who showed flashes of excellent wide receiver play.
And so I forgot to even mention him.
Yeah, we literally brought in Jamison Crowder to play our slot receiver, and he broke his ankle week 4, week 5, which sucks, because you lose a guy like that who's a really good slot wide receiver. But you have this guy on the bench named Khalil Shakir who obviously is a natural route runner, and you don't play him. He's clearly a route runner. Earlier in the year, he's catching balls in double coverage, leaping over dudes. That dude should have got more shine early. And McDermott's done this since the beginning of his career. We had Matt Milano, 5th-round pick. We had a guy named Ramon Humber starting for us at linebacker. He started for us until week 10. And then McDermott finally realized, sounds like we all as Bills fans have seen Milano go in there instead. Not instead of him, like as in like, because they took him out, but because he was tired and they had to rotate. And Milano played better his rookie year than Ramon Humber. And in his next year, that's when Milano became the stud that he is. McDermott just doesn't like to trust rookies right off the bat, outside of first-round picks, and sometimes even when they are. And Kyer Elam this year, he stuck with Dane Jackson, 7th-round pick from 2 years ago. And it was clear to Bills fans that Kyer Elam, even though he was not necessarily a scheme fit technically, he ran mostly man and press man in college, which we should have ran more as a defense this year.
That's what I'm saying.
And they said
raggedy ass zone,
man. They said
raggedy ass zone.
It was a raggedy ass zone a lot of times. Against some teams, it's going to work, and against others, it's not. Against the Bengals, it's not going to work. They have 3 stud wide receivers, which is why it's funny when TD says he's clearly better than Josh. He's got 3 stud wide receivers.
You were wrong.
He's got 3 stud wide receivers. He doesn't have Diggs and then who? He's got Chase. He's got Boyd. He's got Higgins. He's got who's that tight end again? I'm missing his name because he got so many weapons over there. It's hard to remember them all. Gabe Davis dropped more balls in puberty this year.
What's your level of confidence of the Buffalo Bills winning the AFC East next year?
I'd say 50% shot.
That's a lot better.
I'd say 50% shot. My next best bet is the Jets.
Oh my god!
Is the Jets at about 30%. Then the Dolphins and the Patriots can split the rest of that. I think the Patriots will be actually better than the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins will be in the basement next year.
Oh my god!
In the AFC East next year.
Oh my gosh!
And
so the Jets
all he wants, but it's gonna be y'all on the bottom. And
your organization is a losing organization.
You
just
can't
like
talk
ours.
about a playoff game in 22 years. I don't hear nothing from you right now.
Hey, you know what? Guess what? Everything y'all have done in the last 22 years have amounted
better
to
than what
nothing.
y'all have done in 22 years.
Has amounted to nothing. Your team is trash. Josh Allen is a bum. Get over it, bro. He flaked out. He flaked out, bro.
You can say that if you want to, but what did Tua do?
The same thing, Josh. You know what?
What did the rest of them do?
Josh Allen would have been. Josh Allen would have been better off in protocol.
Didn't Josh Allen give you the playoffs? You should be thankful.
Josh Allen ain't get us nowhere.
That bum Josh Allen has a response. He said, "Yeah, I got Diggs. I forgot to use him, but yeah, I need more wide receivers to not throw to."
Josh Allen is not only your dad, but he's your mom too, because he brought you into the playoffs and took you out.
It's funny. For the first time this season, ladies and gentlemen, they have no excuses. So for the first time this season, we're hearing defense. We're hearing about this rookie receiver. We're hearing about this rookie receiver that would have saved the day.
This team is what it is. They go by the way the coaches and the players. It is what it is.
This rookie receiver that would save the day.
Hang on, didn't y'all Tyreek could have saved the day? Didn't y'all go get Tyreek could have saved the day? Did he save any days? No.
Y'all lost. No. Take your L. Take your L.
We took our L. Here we are.
That's right, you did. And tell the people,
all-star receiver you were traded for,
and tell the people you were wrong.
We put you there.
And before you go, tell the people you were wrong. Tell the people you were
wrong. I was wrong.
Say it again for the people. I was wrong.
It was a failure of the season. I was wrong.
TFP Rican, stop lying to them people.
Didn't you say
stop lying to these people?
Wrong way before I was.
Stop lying to these people. Okay?
Say daddy.
All right, TF. We appreciate you, man.
Hey, daddy.
I give you your props to coming
on. Stop lying to them people. Who next? I got a few more.
I got to get to the super chat real quick, but I'm going to attack the super chatter. Dan is soft in his embarrassment. No, this ain't flying by, man. You have any idea how hard it is to be on this roundtable and represent a fan base, especially when you're literally have Super Bowl aspirations like the Bills fans did, and to get embarrassed the way that they did on Sunday? It ain't easy. You come on here and you try to represent Bills Mafia.
And
man.
Yo, man, listen, like just put things into perspective. imagine having to pay $5 to insult somebody. You have to pay me to insult me, fool. That's where you're at. That's where I'm at. Grab a mic.
That was a good. Wow, well, look at this, guys. We have like back-to-back Bills callers.
Let's go, baby.
Bills are still better than you.
No.
That's because they are.
That
Ended your season. Ended your season.
Tell the people you were wrong. We gotta
So what?
confess before you
What about
start.
it? I don't know where you get off talking about our quarterback when he's ended your season the last 3 years.
He a bum. He was a bum.
You
He
would
was
cut your fucking arm off to have him as your quarterback.
Once again, he was the reason
You
you
would
lost.
cut your arm off to have him as your quarterback.
Once again, he was the reason you lost. Look, tell these people, all 666, it's 666 in the room. Tell all of them
how
you
you would
were
take him
wrong.
as your quarterback. You would cut your arm off for him.
You know what?
Shut
You know
up.
what? We'll get there. But tell all the people right now, ladies and gentlemen, King Allen was wrong.
We lost. It happens.
No. Tell
Everybody
him you were
loses.
wrong. Tell him you were wrong.
I said it was going to be a close game.
Tell him you were wrong.
No.
Why? You can't admit you were wrong.
Here's a better
We
question.
lost. That's me saying I'm wrong.
Here's a better
a
question.
loss.
Is Josh Allen
It's a
really
loss.
king
We'll
when he
recover.
never had it? When
At
he's
the end
never
of the
had
day,
a
you're still
crown?
going to be in the basement because you don't have a quarterback as good as Josh Allen.
I got a question. Can you really call Josh Allen king when he's never worn the crown?
And never
That's
even
just
won
my
an
nickname
MVP.
to piss off
Didn't
TV.
even get
I'm
an
not actually calling
MVP.
Josh Allen. He's a top 5 quarterback.
He's never even won an
No, he's
MVP.
not.
And he's not a top 5 quarterback.
When was the last time a Miami Dolphins quarterback won an MVP?
Tell
Go ahead,
everybody you were wrong. Tell them you were wrong.
But you would
Yeah.
sacrifice
Bills
your own
fans
arm to have
can't
him as your
admit. They
quarterback.
sat on here last week and talked about how they was going to win. Tell
I
the
said it was going
people,
to be a
man.
close game. I said
Tell
it was within
the
3 points.
people you were wrong.
If you come on as a fan and literally say your team is going to lose that game, you're
They
not a
can't
fan.
do it. They can't do it. Tell them you were wrong, bro.
We lost.
Okay.
one.
You're not. Okay, I'll make
Richie,
it better for you. I'll make it.
share the screen.
If you're going to
Then
come
I'll
on and say, oh, yeah, the Cincinnati Bengals are going to beat us, are you a fan?
Okay, I'll make it better for you. You're not telling me. You're telling the people. Let them know you were wrong.
King Allen, I want you to look at this graphic and you tell me that's a top 5 quarterback in the league.
Name 5 better quarterbacks.
Hold on, Josh Allen never made a first team All Pro.
I can name them.
Oh, that bum is a certified bum.
Jalen Hurts, even Brock Purdy's better.
No.
That's like 6.
No.
Hold
Brock
on,
Purdy is not better
bro.
than Josh Allen. He's
Dan,
had, what, 7 games? Get out of
Josh
here.
Allen never made first team All Pro. Oh, he is
Never.
actually now he's a
Never.
certified. He ain't just a bum because I say it. He a certified bum.
Mhm.
He
And
don't
you
even
would
have
cut
first
your
team
own arm
All.
off to have him on your team.
He don't even have first team All honors. He done let new quarterbacks come in the league and pass him.
You would want him as your quarterback. So you can come on and say whatever you want.
He done
but
let
at the
new
end of the day,
quarterbacks.
you
Joe
wish
Burrow
you had
come
a
in the league and
quarterback like
pass him.
him.
King
Burrow
Allen, I
came
got
in
a
the league and
question.
passed him.
I got a question. You say that we would cut off our arm to have Josh Allen.
You
Why
saying you
would
would
we
rather
cut-
have Mac Jones than Josh Allen?
Why would we cut off our arm for a quarterback that can't win when it counts?
You're telling me
What's
you
the
would rather
point?
have Mac Jones than Josh Allen?
I would rather have Josh Allen for nothing, bro. I wouldn't want Josh Allen, period. I don't want a
Okay.
quarterback that
You're
chokes
lying
in
to
the
yourself.
playoffs.
You're lying to yourself.
I don't want a quarterback. Why would I want a quarterback that chokes in the playoffs? Give me a reason.
You have one already.
And they obsessed with him
Mac
too. They
Jones
obsessed
is
with him.
in his
Josh
third
Allen.
year. He's a bum. If we're comparing, we're not comparing Josh Allen to Mac Jones. You asked me would I want Josh Allen? No, I don't want a quarterback that chokes. I've had Brady, bro. I know what it's like to win. Why would I want a quarterback that can't win in the playoffs? That's
You
all
don't
that
have Brady
matters.
anymore.
It doesn't matter. You don't have a Super Bowl, bro. You've never
bro.
seen it.
I had Joe Namath. Like, all I know is Super Bowls, man. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
What's the point of having, you say Josh Allen's top 5, but what's the point of having a top 5 quarterback when he can't win when it matters?
I'd rather have a top 5 quarterback than not one.
So you'd rather never win a Super Bowl but have a top 5 quarterback.
Yep,
what,
that's why they're gonna
suffer for
spend
20 years
15.
and have
That's why.
fucking-
No,
and have
you're
a Mac Jones?
suffering.
No.
You're suffering anyway. You're suffering every year the worst way, deep in the playoffs,
Another thing too.
thinking
This
you
needs
can
to.
actually win it.
I didn't bring this up, but I'm gonna bring it up now. When the Patriots dominated AFC East, they won Super Bowls. When the Bills dominate the AFC East, when they did it in the 90s and they're doing it now, you guys can't win. So at the end of the day, what does it matter? As a matter of fact, you can't even get to a Super Bowl. Jim Kelly at least got y'all there. So who's better, Jim Kelly or Josh Allen?
Well, Kelly, obviously, he's had the Hall of Fame career.
Okay, and then there's no point to be made. Josh
You're
Allen
talking
is
about somebody who's in the fifth year of his career against the Hall of Famer.
No one's debating that Josh Allen is not a good quarterback.
Good argument.
But is he going to get you over the hump? That's the question.
I believe he will.
Yeah, we
I
know
kinda
you
trust
believe
that
it.
He will over anybody else.
We know you believe it. We know
At
that.
the end of the day, the AFC goes through Mahomes and the AFC goes through Burrow. Allen can't beat neither one of them. So what gives you faith that will ever happen?
Hey, Tyson, they spent 3 years trying to beat the Chiefs, and the Bengals came and knocked them upside the head.
There's like 2 teams now that's ahead of you. 2
Oh,
teams
my
that
God.
you can't beat.
Tunnel vision. They've been
We'll
trying
see.
to beat the Chiefs, and the Bengals came
There's
and knocked them
AFC,
off.
it's always we'll get them next year. That's the mantra of a Buffalo, bro. It's always we'll get them next year. When is next year going to be the year?
Next year.
That's talk from someone that barely makes the playoffs, TD.
Hey,
We'll make the playoffs next year.
Hey.
Yeah. You were on the other day talking how your team's going to win the Super Bowl next year. That's laughable.
anybody that know me know I know what the real deal is with my team. They know I do. But y'all just don't get it, and I keep trying to tell you.
Woo,
Hey,
wee.
King Allen, man, it's all good, man. This ain't nothing but love. I appreciate you coming on. But King, before you leave, bro, since you've been a dedicated Patreon member and we actually appreciate all you do, can you just do us one big favor, bro?
Depending.
Just let the people know you're wrong.
Yo, it's a King Allen, man. We'll be back with vengeance next year.
See, that's
It'll
I tell you,
happen.
that's their mantra. We'll get them
He
next year.
couldn't do it. He couldn't do it. Damn, why the Buffalo fans like this, bro? They
Big
can't
time.
do it.
Pride, bro. We got pride.
All right.
Oh, man.
Those are the 3 back-to-back loyal Bills fans that was
Is there
tuning
any
in.
more Bills fans backstage?
We got the man, the myth, the legend. We're waiting for him. He's gonna be last.
The tongue must confess.
Hello, everybody.
What's
up,
up?
man?
What's
Hey,
up?
man.
Don't worry, TD. I'm not gonna go at Dolphins today. Not gonna-
All right, bro.
Okay. I just want to talk about one thing that's not being talked about. Stephon Diggs. Everyone has been hearing about Stephon Diggs and the fact that he left the stadium early because he was pissed and all that. And main thing I'm thinking about is everyone knows about the salary cap. The salary cap is going to be very limited this year for a lot of teams. All I'm saying is, I don't want to say, I wouldn't be surprised if Stephon Diggs asked for a trade. I would not be surprised if he asked. And don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that,
Overreaction Wednesday.
If I was Diggs, I would.
bro.
If
I was
being
an arm and a leg, bro.
If I was
He's
Diggs,
angry
I'd
about the
rather.
situation
I'd
with the
rather
Bills.
play for
He's
Tua
angry.
if I was Diggs.
He's angry about the situation with the Bills. They have lost 3 straight times in the AFC Championship game, AFC Divisional Round. Especially this time, he barely got the ball. So obviously, he's pissed that the team is not going anywhere. So he asked for a trade. Like, here's the
If
thing:
that
no
does
one
happen,
thought
bro,
Tyreek Hill was
the
going to
Bills
leave.
are-
No one thought Tyreek Hill was going to leave. But look what happened.
He's not going
He
to
went
ask for a
to
trade.
Miami.
I don't think it's
He already got the money, bro. He already got the money.
He's just
It's a
he's
Diggs
just
on
an
the money. He ain't got no money.
emotional.
He's just pissed. He's a competitor.
He's a
I'm not
competitor
saying
that-
that it's going to happen. I'm just saying I wouldn't be surprised if it does.
Yeah.
If
you never know.
if 2 months later we see reports that he wants a trade.
Man,
Aaron Rodgers with Stephon Diggs and Garrett Wilson and Elijah.
There go Richie. Do you think Bill's gonna give him? You think the Bill's gonna give him the all, Richie?
Whoa!
Fantasy. Fantasy.
Fantasy Wednesday. Bring it on, baby. That's what the offseason is about for Jets.
But he wants to trade
not.
or not, it's up to Buffalo to trade him. So it wouldn't even matter if he wanted it.
Again, I'm not saying that it's going to happen. I'm just saying I wouldn't be surprised for 2 months later.
He's not going to do that, bro. Stephon Diggs is not an idiot.
I'm not saying that I'm not saying that he's going to do it no matter what. I'm saying there's a possibility that he could. Everyone thought that Tyreek Hill was in a great situation with Patrick Mahomes and all that, but then he requested a trade.
Now I got Aaron Rodgers and Diggs.
Like at the end of the day, you don't know. You don't know what's happening behind the scenes. You don't know what's happening.
Tyreek Hill wanted more money.
Time will tell, bro. Time will tell.
Time will tell. Yeah, exactly. That's
all right, man. We're gonna get to the next call.
I hope you guys have a great day.
You too, my man.
And you too, Sal, man. Thank you.
And Dolphins fan, I'm glad. I hope that you're happy that the Bills are out of the playoffs. I hope you're happy.
Ecstatic.
They are ecstatic. That's funny. Thank you so much, man. We appreciate you. Isn't your QB the reason you lost? These are my all stats.
I don't know who you talk to.
I think Josh Allen, I'm pretty sure. I'm assuming. He says again, he did make it second team All-Pro. Did Josh Allen make it second team All-Pro?
Yeah, he did.
He didn't make first team All-Pro.
Sauce the first team. Master doesn't want Josh Allen because he chokes, but wants Lamar, really. Get the F. Ooh. Tyson?
Lamar Jackson's a better quarterback than Josh Allen.
Well, Lamar does have an MVP.
Most valuable player.
I know. I'd lean.
Well, Josh Allen got more accolades. You know, he beat Skylar Thompson in the wild card by 3 points and got the trophy.
Beat Mac Jones too.
Yeah.
He does choke Lamar, but he does got the MVP nod. What has Josh Allen won? I'll wait, Dan. These Bills tears are gold. Josh Allen will never win a ship. He regressed this season.
Once again, thank you for paying $5 and insult me.
We appreciate that. All right, so we got 2 more callers to get through. We have the loyal Jimmy Casket.
Bills fans.
Casket.
Did he get that refund? Dan, I think it's
What's up, Jimmy?
Dan literally got the refund.
I think it's time to face reality that you will never win a Super Bowl and will never be on the same level as the rest of the division. Let's quickly go around the table. Master at work, how many Super Bowls do you have?
6.
TD, how many Super Bowls do you have?
600.
And Richie, how many Super Bowls do we have?
1, baby, and we guaranteed it beforehand that equates to 6.
Yeah, and then there's you, Dan.
How dare do that?
The bottom feeder of the AFC East, who somehow lost 4 Super Bowls in a row. And what's hilarious is that you were Super Bowl favorites, and the only banner you put up is that you barely beat Skylar Thompson in the wild card. Also, Bills fans were literally flexing that win. Like, bro, the spread was 13 and a half.
Yo, Jimmy, listen, man. This reminds me of a story. Okay, so like there was a kid. His name was actually Jimmy, believe it or not. In high school for the baseball team. He got cut every single year during the baseball team, and then one year he had the audacity to come up to us after a heartbreaking loss in the playoffs. Be like, "I can't believe you guys lost that game. That's terrible." That's exactly the feedback and how I'm taking it right now. You're not in the dance, bro. Like, you didn't make it in the playoffs where we were.
Oh, my God.
How am I going to take that feedback from someone?
I'll tell them then. I made it. We made it. We made it. How about that?
You can blame all the
sit at the kids' table. Sit at the kids' table. Chuckle. Have fun. Oh, the Bills.
Yeah, you're going to come here too. Your Super Bowl window's closing, bro. You're gonna miss the playoffs sooner or later.
Oh, it's closed. It ain't closing. It's shut.
Bro. Dude, we're coming down to the basement with us soon, bro. You had your fun for years, but you're coming down too. You're getting worse every single year. You're done, bro.
You keep chuckling, man. Y'all been done.
Josh Allen only put up 10 points.
10 points, bro. 10 points.
I don't care, bro.
That's your MVP. Points. That's the best.
Hey, Richie, can you believe that?
I don't care, dog.
10 points.
I don't care, dog.
Patrick Mahomes put up more than double. with
Oh
one
my
leg.
God.
Never compare that bump to
Oh,
Mahomes
10
or Burrow
points.
ever again. The Super Bowl window is officially closed. Better luck next century. Better luck next century. It's
Hey,
closed.
Jimmy,
Done.
how many points, Jimmy?
10 points.
Who puts up 10 points where we at least got 11? Who put up 10 points,
You
then?
were the Super Bowl favorites, supposed to have the most electric offense, and in the fourth quarter you put 0, and half of the third you put 0. You're done, bro.
Oh, hold on.
Josh Allen only plays good in the regular season. You're a regular season team. You can win all the AFC East division.
Bro, y'all need to stop.
But
Hey, Jimmy,
it doesn't matter. You can't perform.
Hey, Jimmy, it wasn't 10 points. It was 10 points at home.
10 points in the winter. That's your territory in the winter, bro.
Oh,
what
man.
are you doing? You even
I
have
heard
Jimmy.
You even have DeMar Hamlin
11 points ain't gonna get it done.
He's not stopping, bro. He's attacking. He's coming to
the free possessions for DeMar Hamlin. Is that the mentality here?
Hey, get out of here, Jimmy, because when Tyson say he feel bad for Dan, we got to stop, bro.
Bro,
and so I'm gonna start dating your mom, bro. If you don't stop. Right
now. Zach Wilson's already doing that.
I'm gonna start dating your mother.
Zach Wilson's already doing that. But then,
man.
Get out of here.
Man, how about you use the money I use on Patreon for therapy, so you can cope with the pain of never winning a Super Bowl. How about you use my money? All right, do that. All right,
It's
and
gonna
use
take a whole lot more money, Jimmy. You got a lot of sessions to go to. Oh man, 10 points, bro.
That was a Jimmy. That was a Jimmy classic.
Show, man.
That's freaking hilarious. Shout out Jimmy Casket. Malachi, Bills fans are starting to sound like Cowboys fans with this next year's our year crap. Oh. Uh-oh. Cowboys fans. Lamar has MVP 3 years ago. Josh has more playoff wins and beat Lamar in the playoffs. Lamar has 1 year with 3K passing yards. Not better than Allen. You know, this is becoming like the Josh Allen debate.
Delusion.
Because I'd rather have Lamar Jackson than Josh Allen. Although Josh Allen's not available, so there's no reason for me to want him.
Yeah. Other people pay Dan to insult him. I pay to insult myself. Who is this dick talking about?
I love that.
That's hilarious.
Oh, my God. That's hilarious. Literally have more wins this year, but are worse. Oh, man. It's me. I was coming after the debate.
He's mad at me because I want Lamar Jackson.
Come after the bill, man. You guys was carried by Zach Wilson. At least our fans like our quarterback.
I don't know why.
Coming after the Bills, man. You guys was carried by Zach Wilson.
That's the real insult. Y'all like y'all quarterback. Y'all like Josh Allen. That's the real
Zach
joke.
Wilson that you're referring to? Beat Josh Allen, and I'll play Josh Allen.
Bro, oh my gosh.
In that game.
Josh
Way
Allen
better
lost,
than Josh Allen. That same
Josh
Zach
Allen
Wilson
lost
that
to
got
Zach Wilson.
benched. Zach Wilson got benched a couple games
Josh
later.
Allen lost to Zach Wilson, then let that sink in.
Oh my goodness. Jimmy, we can win we want. All right, Ismael's really coming after you, man. Bro, wait, there was
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I was hurt last week, but this is I feel better now. I feel the way they came at me last week, it hurt. But I feel better now, baby. Thank y'all.
Yeah.
Damn it, I saw something in the chat, but I don't know where it went.
Must
No.
have been the Buffalo.
I'm looking through this
trophy.
nonsense right now.
Poor Dan, dude. Dan, you're a good Bills fan. You make it hard for me to hate on the Bills.
Anybody else backstage,
Thanks, bro.
Richie?
Yep, we got 2 more people. I'm going to save who for last, but someone just joined back in, and it's the first one representing the 305.
Mo
What
Sprilla.
up, Mo?
Yo, what's up? What's up, homie?
What up?
What up,
What's
man?
up,
What's going on here, everybody? How y'all doing?
Great.
I'm doing
Not
pretty
good,
good.
Mo.
I just had to get in on the fun, man. I couldn't be left out on the fun. Everybody jumping on the Buffalo Bills, fan. So I had to jump on the Buffalo Bills, fan.
Come on, Mo.
Y'all just man. Come on, y'all barely beat us with our third string quarterback. Then y'all go home. Then y'all are high and mighty. You know what I'm saying? Everybody feeling good. Oh, we going to the Super Bowl. Buffalo Bills gonna win the Super Bowl. All this mess. Then y'all go in the snow. Y'all don't y'all like the snow? Remember when y'all beat us? Y'all playing. Y'all played the song? The song in the crowd, everybody looking smart and delightful. High the side of Vipo. Yeah, y'all love the snow. You ain't got your ass whooped.
They weren't throwing those snowballs at the Bengals.
Yeah, he ain't throwing no snowballs. Yeah, they were scared. Yeah, because the Bengals throwing snowballs at them, so they ain't want to throw them back. But then you lose 27-10. 27-10. And then he talking about we barely lost. How y'all barely lost by 17, man? That's the other guy, the old Buffalo Bills fan was saying. I thought it was gonna be close. What close to 17? It ain't close. That's terrible, man.
Bro, they were making snow angels in the middle of y'all field in the end zone.
They were dancing on the logo,
Snow
man.
angels, bro.
They were dancing on the logo.
Out there. Bad, bro.
Damn. Even to bring up snow angels, I'm pretty sure when Sauce Gardner had the game-winning pass deflection on Gabe Davis against the Buffalo Bills, Sauce Gardner's doing the snow angel after the Jets beat them.
Oh yeah, he did. He did do that. And then
we know
they gonna lose Gabe Davis. He not even gonna be there next year. So that's one receiver down.
Good.
Beasley down.
The dude couldn't catch a cold.
Nah, his receiver couldn't throw him the proper ball.
He can go, man. He's out.
His quarterback couldn't throw him the ball right.
Oh, then they gonna blame it on this man's arm. This man been throwing all these touchdowns and interceptions all year. Now they gonna say his arm hurt, his arm sore, all this messed up. I said they always gotta make an excuse for a sorry quarterback. That's just ridiculous. But hey, man, it is what it is. Dan, y'all fans sound like the Cowboys fans. Oh, we'll be there next year.
No,
we'll be there next year. That's what they say on First Take. No Cowboy fans. We'll be there next year. Every year when they lose, they say the same thing. And like Stephen A. Smith said, he said, if a nuclear bomb comes, you won't. All the only thing gonna be left is roaches, rats, Cowboy fans, and them damn Buffalo Bills fans too.
Mom, I love how you were sitting back and you were like, I gotta get in on this one. And you're here right now at the end. We appreciate the call.
All right, man. Hey, what y'all do me a favor, Dan? What y'all go jump off some tables right now?
All right, man. I'll bust one for you later.
Hey, man.
We'll see, Mo.
See y'all next week. Oh, hey, I got Cincinnati and the Eagles. Cincinnati Eagles Super Bowl.
I can see it.
That's who you got winning.
I got they're gonna be tight, but I want Jalen Hurts to win.
Yeah, me too. I want the Eagles to win.
That'll look good on Tua.
No, it wouldn't. That'd be the worst thing that could happen.
NY Bully with the $10 says, "What's up, Richie? What's good, brother?" TD had the perfect assessment of Josh Allen. He is not an intellectual football player, even though the mainstream media caps for him. He's the Midwest Brett Favre without the ring.
I hope you're wrong.
Reckless, all skill, no brain.
Hopefully, it doesn't scam the city of Buffalo out of its fucking money and shit.
Charity
like
funds
in Mississippi.
Shout out to my man, the NY Bully, though. It's my guy right there. Making excuse for quarterback sounds like Miami.
Yeah, that's what not me, but that's what they do.
And look who it is.
I'm lying to them people, Parks.
Let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. Dan, I'm gonna help you out. Later on.
Here we
I'm
go.
gonna help you out.
Thanks,
Dan.
Parks.
But for us right now, Dan, you had the whole world wanting y'all to win because of DeMar, bro. I said this last week. It was Dolphins fans in this comment section and everything talking about they wanted y'all to win. And you sat there. I was watching that. You remember the Batman movie with Penguin was in it when he ran for the mayor and all that? And Batman exposed him and said, you got to admit, I played this city like a heart from hell. That is exactly what the hell y'all did to everybody. Because I put money on y'all to win. I thought you was going to win because DeMar was there and everything. But you sat there and you lost. And I will say, Dan, that was a $40 that I was proud to lose because I am not one of those fans. I did not want you to win because you're going to put your ring ahead of our 6. That's what you're going to act like. You would have got one. But I will say this, Dan, y'all are the Floyd Mayweather of losing Super Bowls and all that. That's why I don't talk Super Bowls with none of y'all because I'm sorry, I can't. I can't. Not Jets, not Dolphins. And y'all did have Super Bowl aspirations. But TD, let's not act like Miami wasn't up there neither when y'all was 8-3.
Hey,
Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
I was last week, Parks. I was last week, Parks. Keep the energy where it belongs, Parks.
I'm just saying, TD, we not gonna act like that. We not gonna act like that. People weren't saying that you wasn't saying y'all was going to the Super Bowl now.
You know what? I forgot to check your card before you got in here. Tell the people you were wrong.
I'm just saying,
tell the people you were
we
wrong.
not gonna act like that.
Nope. Tell the people.
You
see, I thought you were gonna come in here and put that energy where it belongs. Tell the people you were wrong, Parks.
We not gonna act like that now.
Parks, can you tell the people? Can you tell the people you was wrong about picking Buffalo?
I was wrong. Oh, yes, and I would be proudly to say I was wrong.
So stop lying to them people, Parks. Stop lying to these people.
I will say this, Dan. Dan, it's over. Josh Allen contract kick in next year. It's over, Dan. I think Jordan Poyer gone. I think you might lose Jermaine Edmonds. It's over, Dan. The only way that you
kiss of death.
The only way you stay in contention is if Josh Allen really becomes a top 3 quarterback, man. That's it, bro. Yeah. That's it. That's the only way you stay in contention, Dan, bro. Other than that, if he regresses, if he keep regressing, Dan, you're done. It's over, bro. It is over.
I don't know about that, Parks, because apparently he has a brain. He's very intelligent. Von Miller didn't get open. Not his fault. That bum Josh Allen continues to send in the donations.
Dan, I don't think y'all will ever see the Buffalo Bills win the Super Bowl. You're just gonna be just like Richie and TD. They'll never see their team win the Super Bowl.
Hey,
you're wrong, man. I hope you're wrong.
I will see a Super Bowl win before I die, even if I'm 92 and it happens, Parks. Okay?
Richie, stop it. You'll never see that. Just like TD hadn't seen his team win a playoff win this century.
Nah, hey, Parks, for the first time, you lied to these people last week. Stop lying.
TD, you've been lying to us the whole season. What you talking about? You've been lying to us the whole season.
Hey, I say we were making the playoffs. We made it.
Now, TD, right there, and I'm finna bounce. I'm finna go after this. Now, Master at Work said something in his live stream about the Buffalo Bills. We're Celtics fans. The Celtics made it to the finals. Do you see us celebrating that? No, because we didn't win. T, even though you made the playoffs, did you win a Super Bowl? No. So why are you study bragging on that? Why are you study bragging on that? Why?
It's all I got, man. It's all I got.
Stop bragging on a playoff loss. You didn't win nothing. You didn't end your 22-year drought, TD. Why are you bragging on this?
You know what? You're right, but you still lied to them people, Parks.
TD, you lied when you talking about that y'all was gonna beat Buffalo in the playoffs.
Man, listen, bro?
Now we gotta see Dan. I will say this, Dan. I blame you for this because now we gotta sit here and listen to TD hype up Skylar Thompson. Now we gotta sit here and listen to this nonsense, man.
He must be the real deal. He only lost by 3 in the Bengals.
2028. That's what you finna have, TD.
No.
That's what you finna have. TD, Tua ain't going nowhere. He will be your quarterback next year. He'll be your quarterback next year.
Well, we win
and
the
I'm
Super Bowl
finna say this and I'm finna go. To that fan that said they'll pick Cam Newton over Josh Allen, please block them. Don't let them comment anymore. Some people just belong. Some people just belong not comment.
We had Cam Newton.
Dan, you're disappointed me because I thought y'all was gonna win. I thought y'all was gonna do it for DeMar, but I'm glad that you didn't. Thank you so much, Dan. And you will never ever see it. Just like Richie, just like TD won't. Master at Work, all love, baby. Still a Patriots world, still a Celtics world. I'm out of here, y'all.
We next year, baby. Peace. All right, Parks.
Boo, Celtics.
Wow.
Wow. Well, that was we always got to finish off the show with Parks, right? He just finished off beautifully.
Oh my God.
Feels good when I'm not the one being attacked, right? The Jets are just sitting back. It's the offseason, and I don't have to hear Parks attack the Jets because there's nothing to attack us about yet, other than we're never going to win a Super Bowl. Oh, man. So that's it for the show, guys. Everybody hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed today. We greatly appreciate that. Let's get to 400 likes. Is that possible? We're so freaking close for 400. Everyone hit that like button, man. We're going to go around the table one last time, and we're going to say our final goodbyes. But I also want to say, everybody, this is it for the AFC East Roundtable in terms of the our season in terms of an AFC East team, but we have a lot of exciting stuff in store for the offseason. So don't you guys think we're going to go all of a sudden just disappear? We got a lot of fun things planned, and we look forward to continuing this YouTube channel, because this is the first offseason this is the first season we have this YouTube channel dedicated. This is year 3 of the show, but the first year of a dedicated YouTube channel. So we really want to come out there with awesome offseason content, different stuff, and we're so look out for that. And I'm excited to keep going with all these fellows on the panel. You know, Dan, Tyson, TD, we're going to keep this thing rolling throughout the offseason, talk about a lot of fun stuff, and it's going to be a great time, man. I just want to say thank you to the Bills Mafia. Thank you to all the Dolphins fans, to the Patriots fans, to the Jets fans, to some Bengals fans, to the all NFL fans that tune into the AFC's Roundtable. It's been an absolute pleasure doing this for the 3rd straight season and the first season here on the dedicated AFC East Roundtable. So with that being said, let's go around the table. TD?
Yeah, man. Man, it's been a season, man. I guess it's come to an end for all of us, but we're gonna follow it out through the Super Bowl. But man, it's been a pleasure, fellas, talking about each other's team up to this point. Great season. I think a lot of us did a lot more than we expected, with the exception of the Bills, underachieved. But yeah, man, outside of that, man, it's been an honor that I'm even working with you fellas every single week, man. I think we've officially, in our first football season, not first year, but just the football season, man, we added 7,300 members to our family. And that's huge, amazing, man. 7,300 and something members to our family. So if y'all know people that like an AFC East team, let them know about the channel. We really want to get to 6K going into next season. 10K going into next season. That'll be pretty dope. So let others know about the channel as well. And we will be around doing some big things, man. But appreciate everybody who watches on a regular basis. Thank y'all.
Appreciate it.
Payne, how about you, Payne?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, the season definitely didn't, sort of turn out the way that I wanted it to. However, I did enjoy each and every single week coming on here and, speaking with my 3 friends about football, the sport that we love the most in the world. As Richie said, we have a lot of very fun ideas for this offseason. We're not going to go ghost like we typically do since we have our own channel now. Definitely make sure you follow us on Twitter for all of those updates, and obviously for the community tab that we have on this page. Just really look forward to continue to sort of entertain you as this long and grueling offseason continues. So we'll see you soon.
Man, this is not going to be a fun offseason for you. Ty Bless, real quick, says the season never ends because of guys like you. Thank you for giving us more to look forward to. I appreciate all you content creators. Well, Ty Bless, we salute you.
Ty.
Thank you, Ty.
That's awesome. We appreciate that. And Tyson?
Yeah, I just want to thank everybody, for subbing to the channel, supporting us this season. Like, what I'm saying, I'm really privileged to share the same airspace as these 3 gentlemen up here, man. We all make great content on our own channels. This channel wouldn't be where it is right now without everybody participating. So, like I said, even to the trolls, everybody that at the end of the day, man, it's NFL trash talk. You know what I'm saying? This is supposed to be fun. It's a hobby. It's never supposed to get personal. And like I said, we all love our individual teams. And when they fail or whether they win, it's all love, man. So, yeah, that's all I got to say.
Hell yeah, man. We appreciate that. Malachi sent in a donation. TD, you Celtics fan?
Yes, sir.
Actually?
Yeah, I'm a Celtics fan.
Look.
I've never been a team guy. I've always been a player guy.
He's a Lakers fan. He's trolling.
But that's I've always been a player guy, but I'm settled in with the Celtics now, man.
Stop lying, bro. You ain't no damn Celtics fan, bro.
I was a diehard Celtics fan in 08 when we won the chip because I was a KG fan.
We won the chip?
No, bro. We don't accept bandwagon fans.
Well, that's your business. You ain't got no choice. Let's go Celtics.
Whoa. Let's go Knicks, baby. Got our first dub after a 4-game losing streak. Just kidding. I'm not going to get into the Knicks. All right, man. We appreciate all the support.
The Knicks worse than the Jets.
Hey, bro. chill. I'm a Knicks, Jets, and Mets fan. You have any idea how much pain and misery I've endured in my life? Okay, and you don't need to rub it in, TD. You do not need to rub it in. But again, we appreciate all the support, guys. We got a lot of fun things planned as always. And shout out to everybody, being. I mean, without you guys, none of this is possible.
Josh Allen trash, ain't he? Ain't Josh Allen trash? Yeah, he's trash. Yeah, he's trash. I know. I know. He's Josh Allen trash. Yeah.
No.
I know he's the bug. I know he's the bug.
Stop corrupting your child, TD.
Well, on that note, Josh Allen's trash. Love you, Bills Mafia.
Bum of all bums. I told y'all.
Just wait till next year. We them Bills, dude.
Hey, man. There we go, Dan. We need some fire from you. We need some positive vibes from Dan on the way out.
Go Bills.
Perfect.
Yeah.